Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy middle of the week, everybody.
Already?
I know. It's like, you're like, it kind of feels like Tuesday, but it's not.
Hey, you. I like you a lot. I like you so much, I'm going to give you a Wednesday right now.
That's right. Happy middle of the week, everybody. Hope you're doing well.
I just looked over and noticed that Sunny's embracing Sunny.
Yeah.
I mean, the love that's happening over here on your board is
Sunny,
second to none.
Yeah, and one Sunny lost an arm.
Aw.
Yeah, we got a one-armed Sunny.
So you got, that's the Rick Allen of Sunny's? Good news, his drumming career ain't over. We just got to make some modifications.
I got two more. I got Def Leppard over there. If I do get two more, I'm making a band set. And the guy with one arm, oh yeah, he's drumming.
Now, I will say this. One thing I've always appreciated about Def Leppard is they have a sense of humor about themselves. They have a side gig. All the members of Def Leppard have a side gig wherein they perform like silly versions of their songs, and they actually opened for themselves at their Vegas residency.
Really?
The name of their offshoot band is Dead Flatbird.
Dead Flatbird.
Because that's, I believe, and this is, I'm getting all this from Carletta, but I believe the reason for Dead Flatbird was that's what his son called Def Leppard.
Ah.
So Dead Flatbird.
So do they parody their own songs?
Mm-hmm. They parody their own songs, or they write silly versions of Def Leppard style songs.
I think we all do that.
And it was great. Yeah, exactly. God knows I.
How many versions of Love Bites do you have?
So many. I did that. I did that until I was forbidden from it. The song "Animal" is the one that got me in the most trouble. Because animal and anal are very close.
Oh yeah, I gotcha.
You just go over the lyrics in that chorus.
Yeah. I think I've done it with a bunch. Usually it's off the cuff, so I don't remember any of them. But yeah, I do it a lot too. So, all right.
I do it a lot more lately.
I'll look for Dead Flatbush.
Bird. Dead Flatbird.
Dead Flatbird.
Yeah, don't mess that up.
I believe Flatbush is a town in Jersey.
God knows you don't want to rue the ire of the Def Leppard fans.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get the parody people mad at
That's right.
me. Yeah, I hate Def Leppard, but I love Dead Flatbird.
It's a weird line to draw in the sand, but all right, you do you.
No. This concert's wrong. You should flip the headliners. Def Leppard should open for Dead Flatbird.
I would agree. I think that's the next residency, yeah.
That's all right. My wife, speaking of concerts, so many moons ago, way back before the COVID.
You mean BC?
Yeah, BC before COVID.
Before COVID?
Yeah. My wife purchased concert tickets.
I remember this.
To, in her world, possibly the biggest concert mankind has ever known. It's Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and Heart.
Oof.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, and Joan Jett, I think, is in there, too.
Wow, dude, that is actually...
You know what? Scratch Heart, insert Joan Jett. Heart was a break in the band we watched the other day that got in my head. No Heart, insert Joan Jett.
That would have been a killer card.
She's seen Heart. My wife has.
I have actually. I think so is Carletta. But
yeah.
I respect Joan Jett, but Heart would have been a sealer for me. But it's a good show.
Well, like if it was like 1977 Heart, not 19 or 2012 or 2015 or anything Heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Ann and Nancy. Let's hear you hit those notes again. Tonight.
I'm just saying, they're good songs from the 70s.
Yeah, well, were they 70s? I thought they were more 80s.
Well, their rock was in the 70s.
Okay.
Their more poppy stuff was in the 80s.
And that's the stuff that I remember, like the Bee's Dreams and stuff like
that's all 80s. Their real stuff, the good stuff was in the 70s.
That's arguable. I guess it's when you grew up, because I loved that era of Heart. I can say now in my mid-30s and admit that back then I couldn't.
Well, if the hardcore music in your life is yacht rock, then Heart of the 80s would be your band.
I heard somebody make fun of Peter Cetera this morning, and I genuinely got hurt. I was like, love me some Peter Cetera. Chicago was my jam back in the day.
Fight for your honor. That's
I'll be the hero you've been dreaming of.
Oh man, I will. You know what? If Lord forbid I pass away, and the good Lord don't want to send me to heaven and sends me down south, I'm pretty sure I know what's on the TV when I get there because I saw it a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah,
it was Chicago doing the Smuckers ice skating tour while guys like Brian Boitano skated around to Chicago songs.
Now listen, I'm a huge Chicago mark.
I know.
A huge Chicago fan.
But if I go to hell, that's what's on TV.
That's a bridge too far, my friend. That's
I'm pretty sure that's where I was.
Fight for your honor. Triple X.
It was a bunch of that. That was like they had Chicago on a stage at one end, and they're cranking out the.
All while like a double Lindy's happening at the other end of the rink.
624. And there's Boitano flipping around.
Ding, 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 ding.
And my wife was loving it. I'm like, oh, this is.
Oh my God, dude. I can fully see Kim edge of couch, just hands on knees, enjoying the crap. Oh my God. I can appreciate that. They know their demo. If you're going to be watching ice skating at noon on a Saturday, they know you're probably into the music of Chicago.
Yeah, brought to you by Smuckers.
Which is just the jelly on top. I mean, that's perfect.
To be honest, the whole time I'm like, I could actually go for a peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's kind of sounding good right now. But yeah, so let me give you the rundown for the show today.
Brought to you by Smuckers.
Brought to you by Schmuckers.
Brought to you by Smith's All Fruit.
We're gonna actually Andrew Moore from the Chamber. She's gonna join us next hour. She normally do, but she can't make it this hour. She's gonna join us next hour. We'll chit chat. They got Invaders Night coming up, and we got some Invaders tickets to give away. We'll be listening or listening too.
Does that mean I have to work more? Because I'm Tanner today, so does that mean I have to answer the phones?
Maybe.
Dang
we
it.
might have to do a phone answer situation.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So she'll join us in the 8 o'clock hour. And then Donna Racion from Eastern Mexico University, Roswell, will join us in the 9 o'clock hour, give us an update what's going on there on the telly.
Indeed.
So we'll chit-chat about that. We got time to chit-chat this hour. I ended the show yesterday teasing a story that I'm going to share this hour. I forgot. I didn't get time to tell this story yesterday on the air, but my wife and I were almost killed on Saturday. So, I mean, and I tell it in a very jokingly way now, but I ain't joking. We seriously almost died Saturday.
So we almost died this weekend. Here's the weather. I mean, that's
yeah.
When it comes to teases, my friend, you know what you're doing.
Brought to you by Smuckers.
With a name like Impending Doom. The story better be good.
Here's Chicago and the weather. Now I go into Little Nicky. Chicago, cool. Listen to it backward. Yeah, so I'm going to tell that story this hour. It is 7:14. Let's take a look at that weather. Today kind of looking a whole lot like yesterday, but here it is.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind later on today. Showers and thunderstorms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. And currently 60 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 72%. Winds currently out of the southwest at 8 miles per hour. More chances of rain this afternoon, a 30% chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Could be severe in nature once again. Mostly sunny for today. Highs in the mid-80s, 84 officially with northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. That 30% chance of rain continues into the evening hours. Once again, some of these storms that come through could be severe in nature, mostly cloudy. Overnight low of 59 degrees with northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. For you Thursday, once again, another 30% chance at some afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, highs once again in the mid-80s with north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. So, yeah, consistency at least. Friday, or Thursday night, there's a 20% chance of showers as well, partly cloudy. Overnight low of 61. Friday, we're looking at a 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 80s. 88 is what they're calling for with south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for your weekend, on Saturday, we're looking at sunny skies, highs in the 90s, 92. And then for Sunday, mostly sunny, highs of 93 expected. By the way, as of right now, today, after Friday, they don't speak of rain. So it looks like, as of right now, a rain-free weekend. We'll see. It's kind of like, yeah, after all we've been getting, and if we got more coming, I'm kind of like, yeah, I could go for that, but we need the moisture. So, you know, want to drop a little at convenient times, we'll call that good. We won't make fun of Chicago as much, I promise, if that's the thing. So, anyway, but we'll see. But, yeah, we got the... basically, for the next day or two, it's going to look a whole lot like yesterday, and then we'll see for the weekend. But as of right now, dry and warm is what they're calling for. All right, it is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break, and then we'll chit-chat on the other side. Like I said, I got that story to tell, and then whatever else we can chit-chat about, too. Don't go away.
Customizable office equipment is one stop away at PTS Office Systems. Of course, you and the business next door do different things, so you need different office equipment. PTS Office Systems has fully customizable office equipment in stock, waiting to be delivered to your business. Get fully customized office equipment to meet your office's specific needs. The day and age of one-size-fits-all office equipment is gone. Shop around at PTS Office Systems today at 2nd and Main in downtown Roswell.
Did you know that most burglaries occur during the day? Why, you ask? Most of us are at work, leaving the burglar to go unnoticed. Did you know the average loss from a home burglary is over $2,200? Not including one's loss of emotional security in their own home. Avoid being a burglar's target market and get a monitored security system from Zenith Security Services, all for around $1 a day. Wouldn't you agree that an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure? Call Zenith Security Services today, 626-3521.
Hey, Mark.
Morning, Sam.
Having the house remodeled?
Nah, I got termites, and they're chewing the place up.
Welcome to the neighborhood. I've got them too.
Really?
Yeah, just had a termite treatment put in.
You did? I didn't see a lot of digging around your house.
That's because I went with the Centricon Termite Colony Elimination System. It's a lot easier to install than what you're doing. They just place bait stations around the house, and then the termites share the bait with each other until the colony is gone. No digging, no chemical solution, just simple protection that's environmentally responsible.
Wow.
Yeah, I even got a Green Chemistry Award from the EPA.
Centricon, huh? I'll be right back.
Hey, where you going?
Tell these guys to stop digging. I'm getting Centricon.
Call Bob Reed Pest Control today in Roswell, 623-5344, or anywhere in southeast New Mexico at 877-623-5344.
I have a snake for your drain. You might want to step back.
Oh no, baby.
All AC units moke a little. Is normal.
Oh no, baby.
Haha, now your sprinkler system's strong like bull.
Come on now. Don't let any fool work on your plumbing and air conditioning. Fergalicious. From clogged drains to sprinkler systems, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating is on the job. And who you gonna call for air filters and spring servicing on your AC unit? Fergalicious. Call Fergie's today, 622-2660. Nothing but love. Fergalicious.
Well, the geraniums were a little slow at getting started this year, but now they're ready to go. Hi, this is Jim Gilf with a lesson in delayed gratification. At Roswell Seed Company, we grow our own geraniums, and that old polar vortex sure slowed them down. But now they may be the sturdiest, most colorful geraniums you've ever put in the ground, so come get yours today. Kind of like your neighbor's son who's still living in the basement. Late bloomers can be the brightest of them all. Or maybe not. Have you seen that kid?
If you're a person who has more to do than you have hours in your day, and everything seems to take priority over your own health, then you're going to love the Loveless MyChart Secure Patient Portal. You can message your doctor, make an appointment, or view lab results anytime, day or night, on your computer or smartphone. Print a list of your medications at the click of a mouse or even compare previous tests to map your health progress. Loveless MyChart connects you to better health. Anywhere, anytime.
Your Roswell Napa Auto Parts store wants to send out a big shout out and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations on achieving such a big accomplishment from your local Roswell Napa Auto Parts store, your home for everything this Father's Day. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. U-Haul is the world's largest advertiser in the Yellow Pages. Too bad millennials don't know what the Yellow Pages are. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 21 minutes after 7 o'clock. And, hey, so I'll get to my story in a minute here real quick. Right quick, I will. I promise. I'll get to the story. But first, I do want to remind folks that if you'd like to donate blood, you can do it this week. Tomorrow in Roswell. They're actually going to be at the Vitalant office tomorrow from 1:30 to 5. And everyone that donates will get a free T-shirt. If you want to wait a day, Friday, June 4th, they're going to be at Hope Church. They're at 2803 West 4th Street in their fellowship hall from 11 to 3, doing a blood drive there as well. Folks in Carlsbad, they're going to be at Kodiak Gas Services today from 1 to 5. And again, everyone gets free T-shirts. And then folks in Carlsbad next Tuesday, they're going to be at the Boys and Girls Club at East Pecan, not Pecan, in the gym from 11 to 3. Call or text Stephanie, 575-840-8178 to get an appointment. And wear your face coverings when you donate blood. Mm-hmm. They ask you still, they still would like you to do that, just to keep everybody kosher.
You know, I'm still, back pocketing it.
I do. Well, I forgot mine today, but normally I do. I keep it in my pocket, but today I did not put it in my pocket.
Well, actually, I didn't put it. I don't pocket it when I come in this building because I rarely wear it here. But if I'm out and about,
well, that's why I usually shove it in the pocket just in case I go out and about. So if I need to do that today, I will have to grab. We had a Roswell Talk FM mask, very popular. One, everyone wanted those.
Swept off the shelves.
I'll just grab one of those.
Matter of fact, we're having a clearance right now. 20% off.
That's right.
These free masks. Each one, actually, if you want them now, each one comes with a complimentary dose of the vaccine.
That's there you go. We maybe should tape $1.
Yeah, right.
But so I'll just grab one of those if they need.
What's funny is now I thought about this the other day. I literally look almost with the same amount of disgust at a mask on the ground as I used to and still do a used condom on the ground.
Kind of like the same grossness.
You carve a path around it, even though it's not going to do anything to you. You're not going to go near it.
You don't want to touch it.
Yeah, it's so weird how that's like the new.
It's biohazard.
It's the new normal. Masks on the ground are like go get your grandma's gripper.
The new biohazard. Well, I mean, in all fairness, if I saw a hat in the ground, I wouldn't pick that up either. Now that I think about it, but it's just me. I'm such a nice guy.
We literally did that in Albuquerque. Saw a hat on the ground. It was a nice hat. Quick, throw it in the back before anybody notices.
Well, was it a baseball cap or was it more of a fedora like?
It was a floppy hat.
Okay.
It was a sun hat.
A beach hat.
You had it right the first time. That's right. Close, but not quite there.
But no seagull.
That's what you can expect with our morning show.
So, all right. So today, Sunday, I think. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday. My wife and I had to go out. We went out to Farmers Country Market on North Main.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there by the Ace Hardware.
So
and all.
Just a quick trip for you guys.
A quick jaunt, literally within walking distance.
Right.
But we did not. We drove. Because why would we?
Because, yeah.
Well, we did have groceries to get.
Exactly.
Carry them back, That's why I got all that room in the back of that Hyundai to throw them all back there. So anyway, we went to Farmers.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone knows how the way the Farmers, they got those angled parking spaces that are out the front there. So my wife chose one of those parking spaces and parked the car.
Mm-hmm.
Where we parked, we were about like the third spot from towards the front of the store there. So we had 3 spots, and then like the thoroughfare, and then the entrance to the store. So we get out the car, and I'm on the passenger side. Kim's driving because it's her car. So we get out, right? Next to us is a big pickup truck.
Okay.
Large, very, dually style. So it's big, and you can't see nothing on the other side of it. So, but on the other side of it is more parking space. There's another parking space. And then there's the little don't drive here, little handicap, or not handicap, but just marked off zone that you're not supposed to park
the cordon
in.
zone,
Yeah. And so my wife and I get out the car, we walk, and we're walking in front of that big truck, or behind it. He was actually the front because the grill had backed in, so it was the front of the truck we walked in front of. Well, on the other side of that was open, like a through, because of parking spaces. There was a parking, or it was that through thing that you can't park in.
Okay.
And so we literally were about to step in just on the other side of that truck.
Okay.
I mean, like the truck there, we're standing in front of the grill of the truck. So we're about to stand to walk across that open parking spot.
Gotcha.
And then, well, as we take a step out, a car, like a black, like Honda or Nissan or something.
License plate number F.
Yeah. Like a little, like a Accord or something of that style of car, black one, with a lady driving.
Okay.
Barrels. I mean, hauls. Like it was like cartoons when you step on the road. It goes, wow.
Yeah.
It was one of those moments, and it was like I'm surprised it didn't clip the mirror that was hanging off the truck. It was that close, and she was flying. She was doing probably 20, 30 in the parking lot. She zipped right through there, and then she kind of went up the thing and then cut back like she was going down towards churches, and then left out the church.
She drifted the parking lot.
She literally did.
Good Lord.
And so yeah, she almost killed us. But here's the part that I'm like, oh, wonderful.
She was mad they didn't have her brand of spade shovel at Westlake or something.
I guess, but this lady, if I ever see that car again, she needs to go to jail because, she almost killed us. And, of course, so the car blows by, right? And I stand there, and I'm like, first thing I'm out, what the beep?
Right.
Why? And I turn around. There's Pastor Sean Kelly from Church on the Move.
It's always right then and there. You say the worst thing you could possibly say, and you're like, Father O'Flanagan.
Yeah, it was Pastor Sean Kelly sitting. He was loading his car right nearby, and I guess he didn't see it because he probably heard me go, "What?" And he looks up and goes, and I was like, "Did you see that?" And he goes, "What happened?" And I told him the car. But I'm sure he was like, holy cow, this guy's got a potty mouth. Because I just yelled it out. I was like, are you bleeping crazy?
Funny.
I was a little,
Yeah, well.
I just had
Hey.
I'm pretty sure I said I just peed a little.
I am not a man of the cloth, all right? I am a man of the air.
I literally saw my life flash there for a minute. So it was worthy an F-bomb. And I'm sorry.
Sure.
But it was just, afterwards, it's funny.
Freshly folded laundry.
Afterwards, it was funny. At the time, I was a little, and I think you could tell Kim and I were both like a little flustered. You guys okay? Him and his wife were both like, you guys okay? I mean, they were kind of, but
how's the family?
But it was so funny.
That's great.
I just like, this happened, and then turn out there's Pastor Sean. Hey!
See you Sunday.
Yeah, that was so. Yeah. But anyway, if I see that woman, I didn't know it was a woman. Kim caught the woman. I just saw this black blur nearly take me out, and then I kind of saw the car up in the road.
I mean, slow down in the parking lot, people. Possible hurry?
She wasn't even in the road. She cut through the parking spaces.
Right. I've seen that where you're trying to get to the other lane.
And I'm not sure where she came through on that side because I just literally, and then it was boom, and it was no warning, no nothing. Oh. And she just went right through there. And that woman, I'm hoping it's a teenage kid that's stupid and not an adult that knows better. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm hoping that's what's going on. It's a kid just being, stupid. They make dumb decisions sometimes. But this, and I don't care who you are or what, there is no excuse for you to doing what you did there.
Yeah.
And I probably would have pounded you if I caught you in person. I don't care if you're a woman. You almost killed somebody. I'm going to pound you to dust for doing stupid stuff like that.
It's ridiculous. I mean, there are certain, there's no, there probably are posted rules and posted, speed limits in a parking lot, but it's just common sense and decency. There are people walking.
Well, say we were a couple with a kid, and that kid does what kids do and bolts right out. That kid would have been a stain on the ground after the way that lady was going through there. And
it's one of those things you can't really get off your conscience.
Yeah, she was lucky. She missed us, and you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That could have bin bad. And I'm not trying to sound like the hey boomer old guy. That's the kind of stuff that I think we can all agree was just stupid. I think most of people of rational mind will say that. The rest of you, we don't care because you're not rational.
Well, the rest of you probably aren't listening to us because you're listening to speed metal driving 78 miles an hour through the parking lot of a thriftway.
But yeah, I was like, man, that was that in my. To be honest, I was even going through the grocery store, I was like, I don't even remember what we got to get.
Right.
I had the list, and I'm like, I walked around. And so we walked around the house for a couple minutes, like, what are we getting again? I mean, it did shake me up. I was surprised. I'd never been
You got traumatized, man.
A little bit. I didn't realize, I never thought too much about that kind of stuff. But once it happened there, I was walking around the store for a good 10 minutes there, just kind of in a daze.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, what happened there? And then I kind of wised up a little bit and got my wits about me and back to my honored self.
Yeah. But proof positive, 100 bad days lead to 100 good stories. I'm telling you. Remember the time we almost died? That right there, instantly a bonding experience for you and Kim.
Ah, good times.
That's right. We rocking in, dual rocking chairs, sipping on lemonade some days, staring at the sunset going, remember that time that we almost died together?
Good time.
That was fun. Not sure why you're going to start sounding like that, not just you older. I was hoped for that age where like your voice changes from normal this to this, and you start talking like this. I hope that someday it happens.
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Like on your dental.
Oh, probably.
That probably comes into play.
I would just love to have heard y'all laughed at me. I would love to hear that guy as like a 27-year-old.
Yeah.
Like going to college or graduate school or something.
I'm pretty sure that guy probably sounded that way at 15.
Well, he'd stop biting his coins.
Yeah. Wrestlers don't sound the same. Like since I've been watching all these documentaries and stuff, and you hear them in the 80s and 90s, trying to do. I think they've all blown out their voices because by the time they're in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, they all sound that same. They could be like Pretty Boy-esque, and by the time they sound like that.
You're going to be hard pressed to find a Hulk Hogan interview in 2021, but hearing his voice like now, it's rough. I mean, he can't even. His like growl, his loud, is raspy. He can barely do it anymore. So yeah, it's just years of screaming to the rafters.
Just imagine what Macho Man would be like had he if he was still with us. Like it would, because I mean,
he'd be a mute now.
Although to be honest, his voice was probably a little because it was a lower register. I mean, his problem was he always felt like he was going to pop a vein when he was talking.
That's true.
Like he was like he was always straining when he talked. He wasn't yelling.
Strain. His voice was very downplayed.
So maybe
it was more just low guttural growls.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even just that little bit of just like kind of like stressing or flexing all the muscles in my body, that hurt. And then they cut the cameras. He's like, that's exhausting.
I would imagine it would be.
Staying in character like that the whole time?
Yeah, exactly. Dang. Although now I watched the thing on Jake the Snake. They're actually going to do the dark side here this week on him, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But they did the WWE treasure show where they're looking for the treasures, and they were looking for Jake the Snake stuff. But they comment on that, how he was one of the few that wasn't the yeller. He was the sinister, quiet talker. He was that, he would never.
He still is. And he can still nail it.
Yeah, but he doesn't yell at you. He's kind of just like, remember that day I came out, and he's that quiet, thinker man talking style. Kind of the more sinister, ominous sound.
I swear nowadays he kind of has like a Sling Blade sound to him.
Yeah, he does have a little car. That boy, he lives inside his own heart. That's an awful big place for a boy to live. I love that movie. 7:35. Well, you were trying to figure out what the heck that was all about. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on Les News and your Kim Commando update. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. Heads up in Roswell. During the recent storms, the Roswell Municipal Landfill experienced some higher than normal road erosion that has seriously impacted the operations at the landfill. So, as a result, the city says the landfill will be closed until further notice. The landfill staff continues to work to try to address the road conditions so it can reopen as quickly as possible. Trash collection throughout the city will continue this week on the holiday schedule because of Memorial Day. Please note, however, the city says that due to the existing landfill conditions, which could be further impacted by more rain forecast, solid waste department collection services may occur slower than usual throughout the rest of the week in Roswell. The city is asking for your patience. If you need to check the status of the landfill, you can call 575-624-6746. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
Over the Memorial Day weekend, a friend said to me, I use a Mac because I know that I'm never going to be hit with a virus. I'm Kim Commando with my response, brought to you by LinkedIn. Businesses are busier than ever, leaving less time to recruit. LinkedIn Jobs can help. Post your first job free at linkedin.com/Kim. Years ago, Apple computers were generally free from infective and destructive malware. Only a very small fraction of the world used personal computers for anything other than playing video games, and even fewer were using Apple computers. Today, Apple Mac's popularity has exploded, making it worthwhile for cyber criminals to invest time and money to develop malicious software aimed at both Macs and Windows PCs. So regardless of who makes your computer, make sure that its antivirus software is running and it's always up to date. And each time Apple releases another operating system update, assume that, at least in part, the update addresses security concerns, and get it for your Mac as soon as it's available. Get more tech news at commando.com. Here's something to keep in mind next time you go online. Many internet service providers log your internet activity and then sell that data onto other big tech companies or advertisers. To prevent ISPs from seeing my internet activity, I protect all of my devices with ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is a simple app for your computer or smartphone that encrypts your network data and tunnels it through a secure server, so your internet service provider can't see any of your activity. Just think about how much of your life is on the internet. Sadly, every site you visit, video you watch, or message you send gets tracked by ISPs or other tech giants who can sell your data for profit. That's why I recommend and I trust ExpressVPN. Just download the app, tap one button on your device, and you're protected. That's it. Visit expressvpn.com/Kim to get an extra 3 months free on a 1-year package. That's expressvpn.com/Kim, expressvpn.com/Kim.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind later on today. Showers and thunderstorms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Hello, my name is Phil Hauser, CEO of DSI. With the U.S. reaching more than 5 million testing positive for the coronavirus, it is even more vital to be prepared with the necessary technology to work remotely. Over the past couple of months, we've introduced a brand new technology to our communities in temperature detection, helping schools and businesses across the state open more safely. Thank you for keeping it in New Mexico. Please call DSI for all your office technology needs.
It's time for the Chavez County Sports Report. Tough day on the road for the Roswell Coyotes. This is baseball we're talking about, as Roswell plays at a tough Hobbs team and loses both games of a doubleheader. Hobbs wins the first one 7-4, and then turns around, beats the visiting Coyotes 7-0 in the second game. Roswell's now 6-4 on the season. Hobbs, meanwhile, 9-1. And if you're wondering about Roswell softball, also against Hobbs, well, because of field conditions, that was moved to Saturday. Meanwhile, Goddard playing against Artesia, loses 2 games in a doubleheader as well. Goddard falls to 6-6 on the season. Artesia beats them 4-0 in the first game, and then 11-1 in the second game. And what about Goddard and Artesia baseball? Well, that's moved to June 18th. Field conditions also. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell Talk FM 106.5.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The Supreme Court is leaving in place a $2 billion verdict in favor of women who claim they developed ovarian cancer from using Johnson & Johnson talc products. The justices did not comment Tuesday in rejecting Johnson & Johnson's appeal. The company argued that it was not treated fairly in facing one trial involving patients who came from 12 states. Zoom is still booming, raising prospects that the video conferencing service will be able to sustain its momentum, even as the easing pandemic lessens the need for virtual meetings. Some signs for optimism emerged in the company's latest quarterly earnings report released Tuesday. On Wall Street, the Dow gained 45 points to close at 34,575. The Nasdaq lost 12 to 13,736, and the S&P 500 dropped 2 points to 4,202. In Washington, I'm Bill Alexander with Business.
You may have heard of SmartHub. SmartHub is Central Valley Electric's online tool for members to manage their electric account. With SmartHub, not only can you securely pay your bill online, you can view your detailed electric use 24 hours a day. You can report an outage while staying up to date with the latest co-op news, compare past and current electric use. Sign up for paperless billing or reoccurring payment so that your payment is never late. The best thing is you can access SmartHub from your computer, tablet, or smartphone, so it goes everywhere you go. Visit cvecoop.org to get started or give us a call.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
As the school year comes to an end and COVID restrictions start to ease, don't lose sight of the lessons learned. Cover your cough, positive personal hygiene, respect one another, show and tell others you love them. Fiscal and social responsibility are great ways to show your love. This is Damon Graham, your local New York Life agent. I can help you show your love to others. Call me at 575-623-0803 so we can determine how you best can show your love. Expect to be blessed.
Otto von Bismarck is said to have quipped, "Laws are like sausages. It's better not to see them being made." While that's a great line, we respectfully disagree. We're New Mexico Foundation for Open Government, a nonpartisan, not-for-profit organization that exists to promote transparency in government, so you not only know what's happening, but why, and by whom. Because what you don't know can hurt you. Visit nmfog.org and become a member today. Sponsored by New Mexico Broadcasters Association.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Turtles can breathe through their butts. We imagine you know some people who do that too, because that's where their heads reside. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 7:44. Stay tuned next hour, about 8:15 or so. Andrew Moore with the Roswell Chamber of Commerce will join us, give us an update on what's going on there. Of course, they got Roswell Vader Night coming up here. They got all kinds of stuff actually happening. So we'll talk all about that here in just a little bit. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, about 9:15, Donna Aracion with Eastern New Mexico University Roswell will call in and join us. Main thing she's going to be talking about is Eastern New Mexico University Roswell will be hosting a COVID-19 vaccine clinic with the New Mexico Department of Health. It will be taking place this Thursday, June 3rd, from 11 until 6 p.m. You can register online for free vaccination to be held at the event. Vaccines are available for adults ages 12 through 17 as well. Go to the website you need to go to register is
Don't do it. Thank you.
cvvaccine.nmhealth.org. cvvaccine.nmhealth.org. Or get on the telly and click option 3. 1-855-600-3453. Click option 3 between 8 and 5 any day of the week, which would be in about 15 minutes. So
you caught yourself on that one, but that's one of the big. I'm
well, they have the HTTPS stuff, and I was like, I'm not doing all
when
that.
When you hear somebody go HTTP:// I want to throat punch you. But no, that's one of the biggest. Like, I won't call a boomer out for being a boomer, but if I hear him say www, I'm like, oh, that's not necessary. You don't even have to type that anymore. You just literally these days, you just put the thing you're looking for, and it will finish the website for you.
I'm aware.
I know. But I'm like,
he's explaining it to me.
No,
like
I'm not explaining it to you. I'm not mansplaining tech to you, boomer. Okay, I'm just I don't know. That's like the one thing. It's like I hear that on the radio. I'm like, you should know better than that, especially broadcasters.
Sometimes people insist it's in there,
right? Which, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. There's peeling back the curtain a little bit in our world, just for fun. Obviously, we do the show here, but after the show, we spend Sean and I's kind of main duty is making commercials and doing things like that. Both of us have been making commercials for many moons now. Yeah. So I'm not saying we're experts.
Oh, I am.
But I will say we're pretty.
We've put in our 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
It takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at anything.
Okay, well then there we go. Yep. Do you have to do it well?
I mean,
1,000 hours.
That's arguable. I don't think the whole 10,000.
Because I'm an expert at sleeping. Then that's. But anyway,
it's true. Sleep expert.
But we've done a commercial too. We kind of know what we're talking about when we say these things, and it's just funny when people, to tell us like we don't know what we're talking about. It's like you realize that this is what we've been doing for a living for 10, 20 years. In these cases. I think we know what we're talking about. We might know what works in a commercial and what doesn't work. Yeah. But some people insist on knowing better than us. And
which is cool. Yeah.
You do you.
That's right. You go fly, baby bird. Flutter, 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 flap.
Yeah. But, there's people that are experts and they don't know any, we got those. I mean, it's in every line of world, work, a line of business.
Marketing is the worst because it's funny that they think they know like how people talk. It's like they've done all this research and all this R&D into how do people talk? How do we communicate? How do we make our advertising just seem more like conversational? Every time it fails. Every time. Every time your attempts at hello fellow young people, it's seen straight through. And you've been bore witness to that many times with all those lists that you jump down the rabbit hole of. Wendy's, the Twitter department or whatever. Yeah, Wendy's. I will say this: Wendy's, I will give respect. They're on their game.
Social media. They're strong for a major company. They're pretty strong on their social media game.
Steakums.
Yeah, Steakums
is up
too.
on their game too.
Yeah.
So there's a couple that do what they do well, but it's like when McDonald's sends or like Burger King sends out like a random tweet. It's like, what was the one? It was National Women's Day this year. They got in a lot of trouble because they ran an article. They sent out a tweet that said women belong a woman's place is in the kitchen.
Okay.
And that was the tweet. And then the next tweet was, and we want to help women who want to be in the kitchen. It was basically promoting a scholarship for women who want to pursue a culinary career. But the problem was it was so tone deaf and they got called out for it. But they also ran a full page ad in the New York Times that just said in bold print, "A woman's place is in the kitchen," and then in small print, if they wanted that, or if they wanted to be that is.
Well.
And it was just, and they caught a lot of heat. It's like, if you guys are those advertisers, those corporations that try to be.
I understand they're trying to be funny, but yeah, sometimes you're like, all right, that joke fell flat.
Yeah,
try again.
There's some rough advertising out there, some rough marketing.
Now, would I be triggered by that?
No.
Do I find it funny? Not really. I mean, it's like, that's lazy work.
Right.
That one's not that. I mean, I don't know. There's a way to do that. There's a finesse. You can do it.
Oh yeah.
There's a finesse to it. You gotta, it's storytelling, man. You got, you do it right. You can make any story good if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just different.
It's all about the molding.
Yeah. That being said, I got way off track. I have no idea.
Started with the blood drive, I think.
Yeah, something with a blood drive and all that. Hey, I do want to remind folks, Camp Invention is days away. June 7th through June 11th. It's going to be next week at First Baptist Church of Roswell, 500 North Pennsylvania. It is for students entering kindergarten through 6th grade. And it's an awesome week of camp each day from 9 a.m. until 3:30. However, they do have an extended day camp hours available for additional $80 if that works better in your schedule from 7:30 to 5:30. So you have to be at work early or late or something like that. That's a great way to pick the kids up. Kind of allows you more time to do that. But they're going to work on 4 STEM-related projects during the week that they'll take, make it, and keep it. They get to take them home, and these are pretty cool items. I've seen one of 4. Yeah. We had Peggy bring in the microphone.
Golden mic.
Yeah, the golden mic.
Which I dug.
Is,
now, the only thing that kind of bums me out about that is through the course of the week, they're going to have to take it apart.
And put it back together.
Put it back together, sure, but they're going to have to take it apart. Granted, that was me as a kid. I was always taking apart my toys.
But here's the difference, is there's guided, so the odds of getting it back to the way it was,
right?
That's whole learning about it. So probably pretty good, unless the kid just browbeats it and breaks things.
Right.
I mean, but it should be just fine.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. There is the Solar Bot, which is a cricket, a robotic cricket that runs on solar power.
Yeah.
I want one.
So bad.
Yeah.
Just stick it out on the sidewalk.
They won't let me take the camp because I'm 48. But
we tried. Tried to get a scholarship.
They got whole deal. Road rally car, you get to make that so they learn the principles of that. And then a duck launcher, which is a little launcher. It launches these little ducks to faraway lands.
Which
where
is
they
cool
learn
because you get to learn how to make a trebuchet.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to come in handy for later down the line if you ever decide to get into the fascinating world of pumpkin chunking.
Exactly. Or if you got to storm a castle.
There you go. You never know, people. Things have gotten weird lately.
You ain't wrong.
Tell me aerial denial weapons might not be your only option in about half a decade.
But it is really cool camp. The kids love it, everything else. Go to invent.org. You can sign up right now direct. When you go to invent.org, you'll see a thing that says, because it's Camp Invention's a national, each state has a camp. Roswell has our own. Pretty cool, huh? But anyway, go to invent.org. It says find a camp near you. You'll find a thing. Click on that. Type in Roswell or 88201 and walla bada bing, bada boom, walla walla. You're going to be there. Peggy also has partial scholarships available for folks that need it. If the cost of the camp is $245, but if you need financial aid, do not register through the website. Call Peggy direct and let her register you. But you got to do it quick. There is some partial scholarships thanks to folks generating, donate money, things like that. There's money. Money is not the hurdle to get your kid in this camp. Please don't let that be the hurdle. Call Peggy if you would like assistance. 575-420-9955. Again, that's 575-420-9955. And get ready for some fun June 7th through June 11th with Camp Invention. Yeah, it's going to be that's a great camp. They couldn't do it last year because of all the COVID mess, but it's back to a full camp this year, and glad to hear that. So do want to let folks know that, of course, next hour, Andrew Moore from the Roswell Chamber is going to join us. We're going to talk about Invaders Night and all that. But, yeah, Roswell Invaders baseball is getting underway, and it's all happening beginning this month in June. They've got a full 3-month season going on. They're going to have games at home at Joe Bauman Stadium that you can go to and watch and everything else. Last year, they kind of took the league to like one central location, kind of like what everyone else did in Major League Sports and all that. But they had to do that. But this year, back here in Roswell and ready to play some baseball in front of home crowds here. But they've got great opportunities to get more involved with the Invaders over the summer. They're going to have Read with the Invaders Days. There's going to be 4 different dates over the summer here that families and kids can come out for Read with the Invaders. And on those events, you bring a book out to read to an invader, or you can have an invader read a book to them. Afterwards, you can enjoy a wiffle ball game and a hot dog lunch. Cost for that, for the Read with the Invaders events will be $20. And there's going to be 4 different dates, 2 in June, 2 in July. All the camps will be from 10 a.m. to noon. And they'll be Thursday, June 10th, Wednesday, June 16th, and then in July, Friday, July 9th, and then Thursday, July 22nd. Also, the Invaders Youth Baseball Camp, they have 4 different dates that they'll be doing that in June and July. That'll be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. during those dates. The Invaders Youth Baseball Camp is for children, students ages 6 through 17, and they ask that the kids come dressed in their baseball uniform and their own bat and glove. Admission is $35 for the youth baseball camp, and that includes a camp T-shirt as well. Now, the dates for the Invaders Youth Baseball Camp, again, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Monday, June 14th, and then again on Monday, June 21st, and then Thursday, July 8th, and Monday, July 19th. You can learn more. You can pay cash, check, credit card, all that on the day of the events. You can learn more about these events and, of course, get the schedule of games, get your Roswell Invader swag, all of that sweet stuff at their website, roswellinvaders.com. Again, that's roswellinvaders.com. So, yeah, they got all, but we'll talk more next hour about Invader Night and everything with the chamber and all that good stuff. So we got lots going on here. I do want to mention this real quick. We had the folks from Healthy Kids Chavez County join us, and they came in and talked about the summer lunch program, of course, with kids soon or about to be out or are out in some cases of school here. But for the summer lunch program, it'll be all over Chavez County. May 24th through August 6th. They'll start. Dexter Schools is doing theirs. But it's for the following location times for the free lunch program. For Dexter, they've got the location Dexter High School Grab and Go at 100 North Lincoln for a breakfast lunch combo. That's from 10 a.m. to 11. At Midway Assembly of God Church in Midway, they're doing a breakfast lunch combo from 11 to noon. At Midway Volunteer Fire Department, they're doing breakfast lunch combo there from noon until 1 p.m. Also, Grab and Go is available at Roswell High School, Goddard High School, or Berendo Elementary School from 8 a.m. until noon. That will begin June 10th and last through July 23rd, Monday through Friday. As soon as they get more workers, they'll open up more schools. That's kind of, people are like, well, why is it just those 3 locations? Because staffing and everything else. It's places need workers, and the school districts need workers. The city, everybody needs workers. It's kind of like city services right now when we talk about the pool and the aquatic center, and they need lifeguards. So if anybody would like to be a lifeguard, apply through the city. Go to the city's website, roswell-nm.gov. But when they open the outdoor pool here, if they haven't already, pretty quick. But I do this every week. I draw my pants. I don't know how I do that, but I do it every week. So what they're doing is when they open the outdoor pool, they have to close the indoor pool because they need like 15 or 14 different lifeguards on duty to give in time while that's going on, and they don't have many more than that total. So they don't have enough lifeguards to cover both the indoor pool and the outdoor pool at the same time because of staffing. So they got to hire more people, which they're doing. They just got to get more people to apply and get people out there. So if you're looking for work, there's lots out there. But, especially for your high school, college-age kids that you get your certifications, the Red Cross and all that. But, that's the ultimate college kid job, right? The lifeguard. It's like the ultimate cool college kid job. You're the lifeguard and, work on your tan, walk around. It's because most of us don't need life-saving most of the time. It's just one of those few seconds of time, and then they kick butt. But the rest of the time, you get to walk around like Baywatch. I'm sure that's not correct at all. I'm just saying that. What has TV taught us? That's what it taught me. So anyway, go to work. All right, it is closing in on 8 o'clock. Time for some town hall news. We'll be back on the other side of news. Do not go away.
Your new home for Armed American Radio is 106.5 FM, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. Russian hackers are suspected of disrupting the world's largest meat processing company, and now the FBI is investigating. Meanwhile, JBS is getting its production back online after the cyber attack.
Brazil's JBS, the second largest supplier of beef, pork, and chicken in the U.S., says it's made significant progress in dealing with the cyber attack and expected the vast majority of its plants to be operating today. The White House said JBS notified the U.S. of a ransom demand from a criminal organization likely based in Russia. I'm Julie Walker.
On NBC's Today Show, former U.S. Cybersecurity Director Chris Krebs said every corporation, every business, even local governments need to have a plan to recover from a hack.
You thought that you would be spared, that criminals wouldn't go after you. Guess what? They went after our gas and they went after our hot dogs. No one is out of bounds here.
Texas Republicans are pressing ahead with their push for an election reform law after Democratic lawmakers walked out of the State House chamber to block the measure. Republican Governor Greg Abbott plans to call a special legislative session. New York Mayor Bill de Blasio says the city has reached an extraordinary milestone in the fight against COVID-19.
This is the level of COVID positivity today in New York City, 0.83%. 0.83%, the lowest we've seen ever since this pandemic began.
Police have charged 2 suspects with attempted murder in a shooting that wounded 2 people in Miami Beach, but suspects remain on the run today in 2 other attacks that left more dead and wounded in Miami over the Memorial Day weekend. Wall Street early trading, the Dow up 82. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
A Republican senator says a Democrat-sponsored bill to reform elections would be the end of free and fair elections in the U.S. Capitol Hill correspondent Bob Agnew reports.
Senate Bill 1 is a radical proposal to nationalize our elections.
Senator Tom Cotton tells the Salem Radio Network S1 would implement what he calls some of the worst policies being seen in Democrat-run states like California.
Like universal mail-out balloting and ballot harvesting, where activists can come and ask you to turn over your absentee ballot, or these so-called drop boxes that are just sitting out on the street corner unsecured.
Cotton says S1 will also require any election challenges be heard not by the states, but in courts in Washington, D.C. Bob Agnew reporting.
The Baltimore Orioles are finally back in the win column. With last night's 7-4 victory over Minnesota, the Orioles ended their 14-game losing streak, the longest drought in Major League Baseball in 8 years. News and analysis at townhall.com. Next year will be the British Queen's Platinum Jubilee, and several events are now being planned.
Britain will celebrate the Queen's 70 years on the throne with 4 days of festivities, beginning with her ceremonial birthday parade on June 2, 2022, with the full staging of Trooping the Colour. Then there'll be a Thanksgiving service held at St. Paul's Cathedral, and also a live concert billed as the Platinum Party at the Palace, which the government says will feature some of the world's biggest entertainment stars, though he didn't identify them. Charles de Ledesma, London.
The largest warship in the Iranian Navy caught fire and sank today in the Gulf of Oman. Photos on Iranian social media show sailors wearing life jackets evacuating the vessel as a fire burned behind them. Iranian officials offered no immediate cause for the fire. I'm Greg Clugston. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Of the DJ, the travel witch, and what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 at Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome to the middle of the week. Hope all of you are having a good day so far. If you liked yesterday, weather-wise, you'll probably love today because it's a lot the same. And then I think tomorrow's like the same from the same of that same. So, and which basically means sunny, mid-80s, chance of showers this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
That is our...
Just enough bad weather to ruin any plans you might have with your children.
Groundhog Day for the week.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's been kind of nice, actually.
We did the moisture. Did we ever get, like, rain yesterday? I guess depending where you're at.
Towards the end of the day, we got a little bit of rain, yeah.
Yeah, I saw some spittlings and whatnot, but I don't remember seeing, like, full-on rain.
I got a buddy who, like, studies, like, almanacs and, like, farmer, like, numbers. He said we got, like, 5 inches over the, over the course of the last week.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Of course, most guys are going to say it was 7. It's just what we do.
Do you remember? It was like 5 or 6 years ago. We got 5 inches in like an hour, or not an hour, but like 4 hours.
I do remember that. Yeah,
it was like overnight. I remember it was because I think it was a Friday night into Saturday or a Saturday. I want to say Friday into Saturday because I had remotes in Artesia the next morning. So I'm going to say it was a Friday night into Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And like all that night, the phone was just doing that, beep, beep, just scaring the ever-living daylights out of you at 1 in the morning. Again. But we got like from like in a 5 or 6 hour period, we got like 5 inches of rain, and like the whole south end was flooded again because that's what happens when we get an inch or two of rain around here.
I remember that happening because I was living up north of town at the time, and I was working to get to work. I would drive down Brown Road, and it was impassable for like a week after that, just because of that low spot where Brown Road, where Pine Lodge turns into Brown Road and it dips down.
Yeah,
it was just like a river there.
First it dips and then it slides. And it dips. But anyway,
I put my hand upon your hip.
But yeah, it's at the same. But driving down, I remember because I had to go to Artesia to do the remote, and so I remember driving down 285 and just looking, and I was like, man, it looks...
It's like a wetland.
Yeah, I felt like I was like some kind of apocalyptic-looking situation there, and dude, so we had the same thing over the weekend.
See, it was the same thing yesterday. I was just randomly driving up 285 past what used to be boot scooters. It's now a kiddie pool. It's because of the way the property is set up. It was like there was like probably 1.5 feet of water just standing.
No, nobody lounging and...
No.
Poolside?
Not so much. It's brown water. I don't know how inviting that would be.
Bring me my brown pants. We'll be fine.
Hanging out by Brown Lagoon. It was sand, okay?
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's not the best idea.
Well, what's with that corn then?
Rub some dirt on it. Hey, that's how we'll get rid of COVID.
There you go.
Just have kids playing dirt puddles for a while. I could get it all figured out.
That worked for us. Natural immunity.
That's right. You ain't lived until you played in the gutter.
See, Dude, now, around here it's arroyos. Like kids are playing in the arroyos. But where I come from, we played in a creek. Not even a creek. It was a crick.
Yeah.
Like just a little 2-inch bin of water.
I have family feuds with people that use that term.
Crick?
Yes. Like I have a bunch of family from upstate New York. And my dad's side. They're all
upstate New Yorkers use the crick?
They use the term crick.
That's a largely southern colloquialism.
Nope. It's very much up there, too, because they have a creek behind their house that they call a crick. And I'm like, that's not a crick. Crick's something in your neck. That's a creek.
Well, a crick is a smaller creek.
No, crick does not exist.
It depends on where you're from.
That's rubes that don't know how to speak.
Hey, Andrea's here.
In Nebraska, it's a crick.
Yeah. Rubes that do know how to speak use the term crick.
Well, we played by a crick.
Yep.
And I feel like it did me good.
Yeah. I judge you. I'm sorry.
As you should.
You say crick, I judge you.
I comfortably stand in the place of judgment. I do that for a living, actually. It's fine.
I judge everybody.
Yeah.
She's right,
But that's I don't know. And I think it's because I had an uncle that's even more smart alecky than me than Sisto's crick, so I just had to draw a line in the sand and say, not here, but here. We draw the line, and we will not say crick in this household.
Mikey, is this the line you want? Yes, this is where I want to die.
Right here. This is the hill I die on.
Planting that flag.
In the creek.
In the creek.
All right, it is 11 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and do the weather by the creek.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind. Storms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 67 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 66% with west winds at 10 miles per hour. Pretty much like we were saying yesterday and all, 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Some storms could be severe. Otherwise, the sun will come out. Expect highs in the mid-80s with northwest winds 5 to 10 this afternoon. 30% chance of rain tonight. Once again, some storms could be severe, mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 59. North winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, more of the same. 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms, mostly sunny otherwise. Highs around 85 with northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Friday, we're looking at a 30% chance of showers for the afternoon, mostly sunny. Highs around 88 with south winds 5 to 10. 30% chance of rain Friday night as well. And then, I think, at least according to the National Weather Service, they do not mention the word rain this weekend. Right now, they're saying sunny and 92 on Saturday and mostly sunny 93 on Sunday. So, according to them, we're done with rain chances Friday night. But I'll believe it when I see it. Or the other way. We'll stop getting rain chances like tomorrow. You know how it is, New Mexico. But anyway, we'll see. All right, it is 13 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's go ahead and take a quick 3-minute commercial break, and then Andrea Moore will join us officially on the radio from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Customizable office equipment is one stop away at PTS Office Systems. Of course, you and the business next door do different things, so you need different office equipment. PTS Office Systems has fully customizable office equipment in stock, waiting to be delivered to your business. Get fully customized office equipment to meet your office's specific needs. The day and age of one-size-fits-all office equipment is gone. Shop around at PTS Office Systems today at 2nd and Main in downtown Roswell.
For your commercial business, John Deere makes it easy to assemble a team of quality machines with the Green Fleet purchasing program. With Green Fleet, the more you buy, the more you save. It's that simple. The John Deere Green Fleet program is based on a simple point system, allowing you to earn discounts by buying a variety of equipment or several pieces of the same equipment. It's up to you. John Deere's Green Fleet program. Discounts that allow you to boost bottom line profits. Come by Pecos Valley Equipment at 1015 South Atkinson in Roswell or call 623-7400.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon.
homemade taste of bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our Cookie Two-Step Ice Cream is a creamy vanilla ice cream with hints of brown sugar, chunks of chocolate cream-filled cookies, and tasty chocolate chip cookie dough pieces. Cookie Two-Step has everybody's taste buds two-stepping, and 1 and 2.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Walgreens stores and Albertsons United Supermarkets.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Alaska is the only state name that can be typed on one row of keys. Go ahead and try typing the other 49 states. We'll wait. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 17 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce, Andrew Moore is back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing great now that I'm here.
Yeah, now it's it's been a crazy week and everything's going on. And plus Memorial Day weekend. I mean, it's nice
it puts
to have
a monkey wrench in everything. I was talking to a bunch of chamber professionals that I'm in a group with, and everybody yesterday said, did y'all go back to work and have tons of stuff to do and sit there and be like, stupid brain, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
And all of us were like, yes.
Well, hopefully today's a little bit more settled in now.
I'm sure it will be.
Good. But there's a reason is there's just a lot going on right now. The world's starting to open back up. It's the summer. We've got business after hours, all kinds of stuff. We got our Roswell Invaders Night coming up. We got
tomorrow night.
All kinds of stuff that's happening around town. So just when that happens, obviously the chamber gets a little busier when that happens.
Absolutely, and we're looking forward to it because coming out of COVID, we're really trying to help everybody that we possibly can. Obviously, workers are a big thing for everybody. I was talking to my husband about that last night. It doesn't matter what industry you're in or what business you have. Everybody is looking for employees.
Absolutely.
But right now, there's not a whole lot.
I touched that a little bit last hour at the back of the last hour here. We were talking because they're talking about the school lunches, the summer lunch program, and they're going to basically have 3 locations in Roswell: Goddard, Roswell Highs, and then Brendo Elementary, I believe was the other one. But they want to have more, but they don't have enough staff to staff more locations.
Well, and you hit about it with the pool over at the rec center as well.
Yeah.
They have to pick and choose which pool are we going to have open because obviously we don't want drownings to happen. So you've got to have somebody to oversee, and both of the pools are big enough that you need more than just 1 or 2 people to overlook what's going on.
They have standards, and I think the number I heard was like 14. They need like 14 lifeguards on duty at one given time when that outdoor pool's open, and that's almost the entire lifeguard staff. I think they have like 17.
Wow.
So that's why they need more. So,
jeez.
And of course, that's at one time they got to have 14. And you ever stood outside for hours at a time? They spell them. They're only out there 15, 20 minutes at a time, and they get to get breaks and things. And so you really need like double that to spell each other and everything else. So not only do they barely have enough coverage, but they probably got to work longer stints out there to for the rotations and everything else. So it is a big deal. So yeah, if you're looking for work, the world's your oyster right now.
There's no lack of jobs. There's no lack of opportunity. If you need a job, want some extra income, they're out there. Those jobs are out there.
Yep. And at some point they're going to stop paying you unemployment. So go ahead and look for that job.
Hopefully it's sooner than later because we need to get people back to work.
Absolutely.
I know that my teenage daughter is looking for, as many jobs as she can possibly fit into her life right now. She's got one, but she's been talking to anybody she can. She's like, hey, are you looking for somebody? And so she's thinking about going to work for Nick over at McDonald's. She's, she wants money. She has realized the value of having your own paycheck and not having your parents foot the bill for your life.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so hopefully we get more of that. We get more people saying,
That's
hey,
right.
I kind of like this thing. I'll get
So
more
this
money.
is perfect. This summer will be perfect for any college student, high school student that's looking for some work. There is places to work. There is opportunity out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. So please, go inquire in the city, go inquire at these local businesses and, various places that are looking for work. Please, they love to have you.
And you can always call us at the chamber and we will put you in touch with people. We have been working really closely with Elwood Staffing because they are technically a temp service, but they do temp to permanent work as well.
Absolutely.
So anybody that's looking for work, contact us. We've got a big list. We try to push that out every Friday in our weekly emails as well. So just give us a call.
Absolutely. So let's, again, we're all working together to try to meet everyone's needs and get business going back the way it was before the pandemic and, returning life to normal here.
Yep.
So this is part of those growing pains of going back to normal here. So
absolutely,
that's what we're in the middle of. But if you are a baseball fan, the Roswell Invaders, they got the season's going here. We're in June now.
Tonight is opening night.
Opening night is tonight for the Invaders out at Joe Bauman Stadium there, Coca-Cola Field. I guess it depends on your because I think most people call it Joe Bauman, but every once in a while I hear a Coca-Cola Field in there too.
Or out at the fairgrounds.
Yeah, the fairgrounds.
To everybody else that doesn't really know where it's at.
Yeah.
You just say, go out to the fairgrounds. You'll see where it's at. It's very easy to find.
Yeah, basically, if you've never been out there before, when you're going on Southeast Maine there, like you're heading out of town, going to Artesia, you actually want to turn at the entrance just north of the main entrance to the fairgrounds. The main entrance, everyone knows the main entrance when you go to the fair. Well, just north of there's a turnoff. You want to get that turnoff because that'll take you right to the ball field.
Correct.
If you go to the one south, that's the vendor entrance. You're way off base. So
you'll have to go in the back way, and it kind of went. At that point, you kind of have to wander around, but I don't even know if that'll be open at 7:00.
Yeah, probably not. But
they'll have signage out there. It's always very well lit up, and people are showing you where to go.
Yeah, let's get a couple hundred people out there and fill up the stadium and have a great time. Now, tomorrow night is Chamber Night out at the ballpark.
Yes, it is.
And they're going to have special little, just events and things, stuff going on out at the game and stuff. So get tickets out there. We've got some tickets we'll give away here listening today and tomorrow. I'm not going to do it right now, Sean. I'm going to make them work for it. But because I'm just a jerk. I'm sorry, I'm a jerk. But hey, I'm getting you free baseball tickets.
Yeah, we had a couple
minutes.
extra tickets left over from when we were selling them last week. So I figured what a wonderful gift to give since it is our night tomorrow night. Let's give away some baseball tickets.
Yeah, come out and take you out to the ball game and come enjoy Invader. Now, if you want, go to their website, RoswellInvaders.com. You can see the full schedule there. You can learn about their Read with Invader nights, or days, I should say, during the day. They got 4 of those over the summer here. Those are new. They're going to have, basically, you bring a book, and you get to read to an invader or have an invader read you, and then they're going to play a wiffle ball game, and then they have a hot dog lunch afterwards.
Yeah, they're really getting out there and, making sure everybody knows, because I'm amazed with as many years as the Invaders have been here, how many people don't realize that we have a baseball team.
Yeah.
And this all feeds into the national baseball. So some of these guys will end up being, stars.
You could see a guy out there at Joe Bauman playing in the outfield or playing or batting or whatever. And next thing you know, 5-6 years later, that guy's playing for the Cubs or the White Sox or the Giants or
because it all
Texas
feeds
Rangers.
in.
Yeah.
into all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
How it all works.
Yeah, so come out, check out the game, and they're good. That's
Yes.
They're a great competitive baseball team. They're kind of, I wouldn't say they're the Dallas Cowboys of the Pecos League, but they're right in that ballpark where they're kind of.
I think their last season, not counting COVID, they were just about undefeated. I think they only lost 1 or 2 games.
That's why I say they're not the Cowboys. They're way better.
Well, maybe the Cowboys in their heyday, not the Cowboys today. And now I'm going to get all the phone calls.
But the notoriety of maybe that's
Yes.
what I'm going with. I'm a Washington fan, so they don't expect anything
I
nice
can't
from me
throw
for
stones.
Cowboys.
I'm a Broncos fan. Okay, so
But they are kind of a big deal in the Pecos League. They are kind of the let's just say they're kind of that team that has a little bit of a target on their back. When they come to town, the other visitors seem to get up on their game a little bit and things like that. So so you're going to see some great baseball. They got a new manager this year.
Yep.
Player manager. He also plays, but he's a really nice guy. We got to interview and come on out tonight. Again, Invader Night, Chamber Night tomorrow night. And then, again, go to RoswellInvaders.com. You can see the schedule, learn about the youth baseball camp there, read with the Invaders events, get you Invader swag if you don't have, you want to get your hats or your shirts or any of that kind of stuff.
The staff will be in their Invaders jerseys tomorw night.
We
just
me one,
got
too.
them yesterday, so we were excited. We were prancing around the office with our Day Glow Green Invaders.
I went blue because I'm not a fan of that green. That's a little too loud for me.
Well, it is very loud. However, we needed to stand out, so we figured, what the heck? Let's go get it.
Well, I went to the UFO museum, and
Okay.
I bought, this was a couple years ago, and I bought the blue jersey, the button-up.
Okay.
With that green, which is the one I prefer. That's the one I like with the blue and the niceness to it. So. I thought that was the classier one. Now, I get it. People love the neon green or safety green or whatever you want to call that. Part of it's me just not like, because I worked at the Mix 106 many moons ago, and that was like one of our main colors with that bright neon. And I used to wear these T-shirts and I felt like I was a walking traffic cone, and I just didn't like it.
To wear the Invaders jersey, a couple of times throughout the year.
I just wear the blue one.
And if you know me, obviously I like to blend in. So
I love them. I like the blue. I prefer blue to the.
So tomorrow night we'll be out there. The staff at the chamber will be out there about 5:30 or so, handing out our goodies,
our swag.
Oh yeah, we've got some stuff that we've got.
One of the bags has a new car in it. Just kidding.
Well, you can talk to the guy that's in charge of that deal. I am not in charge of that. That is not my wheelhouse.
There's a new car
anymore.
in one of the bags. It's a little heavier than the others.
Travis. Hey, thanks, Travis. We appreciate that.
It's a little bit heavier than the other bag.
Here's what you do. You go ahead and go to the candy store. Go to the store and go to the candy aisle. Get yourself one of them crisp rice bars that comes in the 2-pack. You know the one I'm talking about? It's called 100 grand. Slip one of those in the bad boy. Say one of these bags has 100 grand inside.
That's an old radio bit.
It is. But
Well, it's the new car thing, too. People would go get the model size, the true size, modeled of whatever car and be like, okay, we're going to give you a new car. And people get sued for that. I don't have any money.
Here's the workaround for that. Go get yourself a little miniature Yoda figure from Star Wars. Put it in a bag and say, somebody's going to win a new Toyota.
Yeah, I know. And then when I get sued, I'm going to say, Sean, it's going to...
I just said a new Toyota. I never wrote Toyota. I just said new Toyota. You put all of your advertising in radio...
That's true.
Your hands are clean.
It's print. You got to put a Toyota on there. But
just a couple of tips for you.
I just got a speech impediment.
Getting the butts through the doors.
That's right.
As you were.
It's no bad. I still think the worst was the win a wee for a wee bit that the radio people did. You remember that? Some radio station got sued for that one. Win a wee for a wee, and basically contestants had to they had to drink a bunch of water and then hold it. And the one that went the longest won the wee, but the person, the lady that won the wee, but ended up, I don't know if she died or got sick or
something because you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, so
that does all kinds of weird things to your body.
But she got to wee bowl for a while before she died.
Oh,
so
good
that was
for her. I hope it was worth it. So anyway,
back to the chase.
As we digress.
Yeah.
Tomorrow night, Invaders game. And then on June 17th, coming up pretty quick, Pasta Cafe having their business after hours.
Nice.
Always rest assured that is a good time. We are so excited.
I won't be in town, though. I'll be out of town that week. But
darn it.
I'll have to save some pasta for when I get back.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then Keller Williams is June 24th. That's the one I'm probably out of town for. My daughter has a STEM camp that got postponed from last year.
Oh, okay.
So she gets to go this year.
1 year later.
That's right. So I've got to drive her up to Denver. So, but Keller Williams. So those are the next two business after hours. Pasta Cafe on the 17th, Keller Williams on the 24th. And, of course, my gift or our gift at the Chamber to all of our businesses in town is June, July, August. We will do a business after hours every Thursday.
Yeah.
And then starting in September, we'll go back to our regular schedule of only 2 a month.
We're doing an action-packed summer of business after hours.
Yeah, because we've been locked down. We've been, relegated to day drinking in our yoga pants while homeschooling our children. So get out those zippered pants and stop day drinking. And I don't know what you're going to do with your children.
My pants got a button.
There you go. Right? Look at me.
My pants got a button.
So we're excited to do that. And of course, we just keep, on the lookout for all the other wonderful things that we're doing. We're working on the magazine. Issue 2 is in the works.
Should expect it right around UFO Festival time there, just leading up to UFO Festival time, which we're about a month away from that, a little less than
because we'd like to have our extras to be able to hand out during festival.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, if you did not, or like an extra copy or another copy of the last quarters,
we still have a few left.
Come on by.
Not
we have a couple.
Too many, so come on if you want a couple extra.
I think we've got maybe a couple in our little lobby here if someone wants one.
Yep.
But we're running pretty thin on ours.
And if for some reason you did not receive a copy at your address, if you'll contact us at the Chamber, we'll get you on the mailing list.
Okay.
We really tried hard to get every residential address
in Chaves
County to get one. But we know that some of the businesses have now seen the first issue and how awesome it was. So they'd like to start receiving them. And I said, give me your address and we'll make sure you're added. Yeah. And if you're outside of the boundaries of Chaves County and would like to receive the mailings of our magazine, contact us again. Give us your address. If I have an address, I'll be more than happy to send you a copy.
Absolutely. But if you live in Chaves County, you should have got one. And if you didn't, I'm pretty sure someone in your house took it and they stole it and are hiding it from you. And,
probably.
Kind of like when you used to take your dad's Playboys back in the 80s there. So
there you go. That's right. So go look under the mattresses.
See if they took it.
Behind the towels. Let's see, where are the other creative? Up in the ceiling tiles.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Unless you have not creative parents or friends, and it's in a very obvious place.
Yeah.
So, like under the bed. That's
or
where my dad
hid
his.
Don't care.
My dad hid his under the bed. That's the worst place possible. That's the first place you look for that kind of stuff.
Right? Or under the pillow.
Yeah.
Just like, whatever.
Come on, man. At least put an effort into hiding this stuff. But anyway. But yeah, and of course, come on by the Chamber, get a copy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. But here in the next 3 or 4 weeks, start looking for issue number 2.
That's right. Extraordinary People. And we've got some really great articles in there that we've been working with to make sure we've passed. Can't even talk now this morning. That you've got people that you're going to know. For example, on the front cover, we're going to have our Citizens of the Year. We've been working with the Realtors Association, and they always do Citizen of the Year. Well, of course, once again, COVID hit, so they weren't able to showcase their person for last year, and we're just now getting out of COVID this year, so we're going to be doing a big kind of, well, I wouldn't call it a gala, but we're going to do a reception over at the Chamber to showcase both of the gentlemen, and our Citizens of the Year are Larry Hobson and Barry Foster.
Nice.
So we are so excited to have them participate, not only because they won Citizen of the Year, but they are both extraordinary people here in Chaves County.
Very active in our community. And of course, I think Larry's taken a backseat by getting just as busy. That makes sense. I mean, 'cause he's been so long with the fair, and I think he finally said, time for me to step down here in the last year or so. And but he's probably just as busy as he was.
He seems to be, because I still see him and his beautiful wife everywhere. I sit on a couple of different community organizations with Judy, and it's just, what a great family. What a great man. Larry has done so much for us. And then, of course...
Same with Barry. I mean, as a city councilor and everywhere else he pops
Barry
up.
is everywhere.
Yeah.
And we laugh at the chamber because we're like, Larry and Barry. Barry and Larry. It just rhymes.
I think that should be his next campaign sign if he decides to run again for city council or whatever next. Barry is everywhere. Just put that on his sign.
Oh, there you go.
Barry is everywhere.
There you go.
I like that. Just think about it, Mr. Foster.
That's right.
That kind of rings a bell a little bit.
So we've got a lot of stuff going on. Just, if there's anything that we are doing that you love, give me a call. If there's something, and most importantly, and my dad always laughs when I tell him this, if there's something I am not doing that I should be doing, call me. I, after 40 years on this planet, I'm getting a little better at taking constructive criticism. My parents and my husband might disagree on that from time to time. But no, call us and let me know what we need to be doing, because it doesn't matter what the board, what the staff, what I think, if it's being taken the wrong way or we're tone deaf to the community. I want the community's input on what we should be doing and where we need to be going.
Absolutely. Yeah. The whole point of this chamber is making those connections and promoting our business and our community to others and things like that. And so yes, our mom and pop businesses, our big businesses, our nonprofit organizations, our families, our communities, the chamber is there for you and all of us. And that's what it's there for. So if you'd like to be a chamber member and learn more, come on down.
That's right.
Lots of folks. But if you're just, looking for information, have questions, or looking to network and say, hey, I'm a nonprofit, I'm looking to partner with other businesses, is there a direction you can give me to? I mean, we do that kind of stuff all the time. So,
absolutely.
So please reach out to the chamber. And like Andrea said, if there's things that we're not doing or something you think we should be doing, please let us know and say, hey, chamber and so-and-so used to do this. What do y'all think about doing that? And be like, yeah, that's great, or, whatever. But
yeah, if we can do it, if it stays within our mission statement, because you sit on our board, Mike, that as long as it fits within the mission statement, as long as we can say yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's why we have it printed really big in our boardroom. So in case we forget, it's right there. I'm like,
that's right.
It's a reminder.
And Nick points to it all the time. He's like, Andrea, does that do that? Hey, guys, if it fits within this, then let's do it.
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then it makes it easy.
Yeah.
Those are the easy decisions. When you look at the mission statement, when you're asked to do something, you go, nope, that doesn't fit. Okay, let's move on.
It's printed in very large print right there. It's actually a little cursive. It's more fancy. But anyway, it's there. You can read it. And,
that's right.
And it is. And no joke, that is a reminder in our board meetings and stuff. We talk about a new thing or new venture. At some point, does it meet these criteria? And then it's, we decide, yes, it does. And then we need to move forward. No, it doesn't. Then let's talk about something else.
Exactly.
Yep. So, but please come by the chamber. Come visit the chamber's website. We got if you want to get in on any of the social media side of
Leadership
stuff.
Roswell applications. We are accepting Leadership Roswell applications right now.
Is that through end of July?
It's through 5 p.m. Friday, July 30th.
Okay, so you got about just under 2 months.
Yes.
Which I know that's forever in people's world, but please get those filled out. The deadline is a hard deadline. It takes a little time to fill out the application. It's not just a yes, no. It is a application that they want to learn about you.
Yes.
So it is. It's one of those applications that you need to brag on yourself a little bit.
Absolutely.
And I know some people are a little bit shy or bashful about this, but if you just put one-word answers to these questions, odds are pretty good you will not get selected because it's limited to 30 people. They always have more than 30 people apply. So please get recommendations, not a bad idea. So not required, but
correct.
But
and
doesn't hurt.
Yesterday we were working on all of the people that were nominated from last year's class,
and they get a preferential treatment. So if you applied in previous years, please apply again. You get a little bit more weight in consideration the next year
because there's only 30 people that we can accept.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have put in your application before and you didn't get accepted, please don't
get
take
frustrated.
it personal.
Yeah.
Don't be frustrated because I know it can be heartbreaking when you expect to to go. But when we only have 30 seats and there's 50 applications, there are hard decisions that need to be made. So if you've applied before and didn't get in, apply again. You can get applications either at the chamber. You can come see us at 131 West 2nd or on the website. Steve Dotson has opened up the application process online, so you can do it that way.
And I think if you're a Facebook user, the Leadership Roswell Alumni Association page has a link to the application as well. So the chamber, any of those, you'll get the link.
But we have to have them in office by 5 p.m. on July 30th.
Yes.
Friday, July 30th, 5 p.m. If you come in at 5:05, well, first of all, our doors will be closed.
it closes.
Nobody will be there. And if you try to submit it online, it cuts off right at 5. So I highly, highly suggest and encourage that you go get your application now, fill it out, and just get it turned in. The sooner you get it turned in, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Well, that way you get it this week. That way you can percolate on your answers and things.
Exactly.
Because you start reading through the questions. And because we ask questions, I'll kind of give you a little bit of what they're looking for. There's going to be stuff, asking about you and what your passions are, what you're into. But they're going to ask you questions like, what's Roswell's greatest assets? What are things that you believe are problems in our community and things? These are thought-provoking questions. I mean, we want more than you just to say, what do you think, what can improve in Roswell? And you just say, crime. Thanks for that thought-provoking answer. Crime. Yeah. Yes.
Exactly.
All right, elaborate on that.
Put a little bit more, and they're going to ask, I think one of the questions, too, is where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what do you want your city, what do you want Roswell to look like in 5 years? So it's those kinds of things. Like I said, come in, get an application. We've got a stack at the front door. We've got, like I said, they're also online. So fill it out, get it turned into us, because the sooner the better. And then in August, Rick has a selection committee, so it's not just one person. I'm not selecting. Rick's not selecting. It is and
I don't think anybody knows anybody on the committees.
I think
Rick
other
knows
than Rick.
Yeah, I think Rick's the only one.
Correct. And he does that by design because he doesn't want anybody to think that it's personal that you got picked or did not get picked. It is a collaborative where everybody goes through, and I believe it's a panel of 5 because I have to make 5 copies. So I'm guessing it's 5 people.
5 sounds like the magic number there.
And everybody gets a copy. They read through everything, and I believe that they grade them, like on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10, 1 to 100, whatever. And then they get together, and Rick looks through, and the 30 people that have the top 30 scores, that's how you get in. And there have been many, many years where the difference between the 30th guy and the 31st guy is a point.
Yeah.
Or they're tied.
Yeah.
And sometimes if they're tied, then that's even a more difficult decision because they've got to go back and rescore those applications.
But then if you get in a scenario where, hey, well, this person applied last year, this one didn't, then guess what?
Exactly.
Advantage person that applied last year. That's how we do it.
And we're hoping that we'll go back to Leadership Roswell as usual for next year, meaning that we'll be able to go
back to Santa Fe.
Go to Santa Fe, go to the dairies, go to Fletsy, do all of those things that the class wasn't able to do this year and what the class previous got kind of shortchanged on because COVID hit in March.
Yeah, it wrapped their season up early too.
So, so we're hoping, and then we're discussing in ways that we can maybe incorporate the last 2 years' classes to do some of the activities that they missed out on.
Yeah.
But those are still very much in the very beginnings of talks between Rick and us at the chamber, because obviously 30 people, that's already a lot of people to go do a lot of this stuff. So we just got to figure out the logistics.
Absolutely. There's a reason why there's 30, because that's the number that works best for a lot of these kind of things. But if you're not familiar, it's a great program. It's you really learn a lot about this community. It's a networking opportunity because you're gonna, you're building leaders. That's exactly what leadership. So you're going to be taking classes at that are designed to gain and to achieve better leadership skills. But the other part is you kind of learn a little bit of how the sausage is made around here. You learn, how
absolutely.
the government works, both at the city and the county levels. You get to go to the jail and see how things are there, the courthouse. You go, like you said, depending on the seasons and the years and things. Like with the year I went, I got to go out to Fletsy and got to go to the range and see how everything works out there. I also got to go to Mystic. It's not Mystic anymore, but
just changed.
But when it was Mystic, I got to go out there and do all the part of the training that those guys do for that stuff.
Leprino, we got to go to Leprino my year.
Got to go there. I got to go to Christmas by Krebs the year I went.
Yeah, that was cool too. I did too.
Yeah, that's been hit or miss because, believe it or not, other than probably like what's going on at Mystic at Fletsy, Christmas by Krebs is probably one of the most top secret places in this town.
I was very surprised to that too when I went through my year.
There's so much proprietized equipment and things in there that the competitors want to steal that it's stringent security over there.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're thinking they just make Christmas ornaments, right? Yes, but it's the business is very proprietized. As a matter of fact, it's very limited. Like odds are pretty good if you have a glass ornament on your Christmas tree.
You got it. It's Christmas by Krebs.
Christmas. It was done right here in Roswell, New Mexico. So that's kind of. I think there's like one in the United States, maybe one other, and then like one or two in Europe, and that's it. It's so you don't realize how much Christmas ornaments go out of that place. They're filling the warehouse. Like right now, they're probably gangbusters working.
Absolutely.
Because the summer's when all that stuff ships out. By November timeframe, they're kind of chilling. That's their quiet season.
The year I went through, I believe they had just got one of their new machines where you can do customized ornaments, where you can go in and have actual customized ornaments in different sizes, shapes, and then whatever you want to put on your, I hate Christmas or I love you, you're the best, whatever it is.
It's pretty neat. It was one of the more fascinating. I mean, they're all cool, but when the first time you hear it, it's like, oh boy, I'm going to see a plant that makes Christmas bulbs. How exciting could that be? And then you're like, actually pretty.
It was. Yeah, I thought so too.
Pretty exciting.
And, like Leprino, because Leprino's another one of those places you can't readily get into.
Yeah, you can't walk in that building without stuff with little booties on and all that stuff. And that was before COVID and all that. It's that kind of stuff. And of course, going out to the dairies, we all drive past the dairies. We can smell the dairies. But when you actually go and see the process, how it all really works and how all the pieces is really cool. The part I was fascinated by the most, well, two things at the dairy. One is that the cows are all trained and know exactly, like they have their own stalls and everything.
Yes.
And if you don't line them up right, they won't, like they literally won't go in. It's like, that's not my stall. They're very dumb, but very regimented.
Yes.
And the other thing I was fascinated by was the calf, where they grow the calves and they have their little
like their little dog houses.
Yeah, the little houses out there for them, and they have these rows, and then each has a little baby calf in there, and they're waiting for them to get to the mark that they're able to do milk and doing the adult cow stuff. But that was neat, too, to see all that, too. So.
Yeah, it was very fascinating. Fletsy, I loved Fletsy Day because we got to go shoot guns and go drive the cars.
Yeah, I didn't get to drive cars because they were busy that day, but I got to shoot guns. And then I did go to Mystic, where they drove us around because at Mystic, when it just got bought, I got a thing for grand opening the other day. For them.
It just happened.
And I'm not sure if they do the same thing or not, but when Mystic was out there, they would train like a lot of like when you watch like the Tom Clancy movies with Rainbow Sixes and all that, and they show some like VIP like going through like some Middle Eastern town, and they got like the entourage, and then all of a sudden terrorist attack, and they do their evasive maneuvers. They do all that kind of training for that kind of stuff out there. So when we got out there, they put us in these cars, which they're beaters because they literally they're like. They just dog these cars out. They're beating them and crashing them into things. So basically they have a garage that's like a demolition derby. They like the cars break down all the time because they're getting beat up and hit and all this. But they got a garage and it's like, oh, here, grab some more old tires. It's like it's like a guy with a beater car just wanting to go on the field and do amazing. Like that's what they do for a living, but it's in a training environment and all that. But it's really cool because they took us out there, and next thing you know, they're shooting paintballs at a simulate thing, and next thing we're barreling through the dirt in this car doing spin-ins and flips, and I mean it was just crazy. It was cool.
Yeah.
But I got to do all that from Leadership Roswell. So not every class gets it. Just the timing, because Mystic was very their windows and when they could bring people in and all that is very because of the nature of the work that they do.
It's very limited.
There.
And that's kind of how it is at FLETC too, because
Yeah.
FLETC just teaches you the kind of not quite to the extent as Mystic, but they do the how to evade or go get people, and going over like the dunes. They simulate going up and over dunes and stuff. And of course, I'm loving it because that's how I grew up. Baja in my truck when I was in high school and college.
Sure.
And then they did the high speed chases, and of course. In the car that I was in my year, there was 3 of us in the back seat, and they stopped like they were going to go catch other bad guys. And we all bailed out of the back and we're like, run, Forrest, run. And they just started cracking up because they were like, nobody's ever done that when we've done this before. And I'm like, go, because they can't catch all of us. They can only catch so many of us at one time. And they laughed and they said, well, that's actually what happens. At the border when
I've watched cops enough to know that's how they do it. They scatter. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And they've said that they're like, but however, we usually get everybody at some point because at some point in the desert you run out of water.
Sure, it's not like there's a quick stop out there for you to catch a drink or something to snack on. You're gonna hit that wall, but. Yeah, it's really cool. I highly recommend. Please, if you've been thinking about it, put the application. It's an amazing program. Rick and his staff do an amazing job each year with that program. Despite this last year with COVID, they still put out an amazing program.
Rocking.
And of course, they didn't get to do it the way they want to, but they did it.
But we figured it out.
We did it very well, and they didn't get to go to Santa Fe. But they did go to Ruidoso, and they got some amazing, and they got a couple things that I'm a little jealous of. Like they got like his one-on-one conversation with Governor Martinez for like a couple. I mean, how cool is that? Like where she literally lets her hair down and talks to you like a human being.
And she did it twice. She came in, she did the lunch talk, and then she came back and did her full. I think it was hour and a half that Rick had carved out first. So you got like 2.5 hours with former Governor Susana Martinez, and it was awesome to even see some of the people that are on an opposite political viewpoint to talk to them afterwards. They were like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that she came and talked to us, even though I'm not that same affiliation.
Well,
she was easy to talk to. I understand where she's coming from now. Oh, not all those people are bad people.
That's what I'm saying. We need more of that because in this world, and it's just how the parties have set it up, where we're divisive and you're either for us or against us. And the reality is most of us, now I'm not going to say there aren't the extreme wackadoos. They're those people and they need to be shunned, removed, whatever. But most of us are, we lean conservative this way or liberal this way, but we all still follow the same common sense. It's like, okay, I understand what you're saying here. I just don't agree that's the way to do it. And then when you talk with someone like Susana Martinez, and she's sitting there and she's doing this in a very informal, and she's a very approachable kind of a person that will talk to you plainly. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
She's that type of person where you can sit and have a conversation with her. It doesn't sound like she's talking political jargon to you all the time. And so to have that conversation, especially with people that probably had an image of her as uber conservative and, all the things that they say are bad about conservatives on that side, they were like, oh, she's like nice and a human and likes the same things I do. And I think we all could use a little bit dose of that.
Just have a conversation.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. So I was a little jelly of that one. So that they got something that I didn't get that I kind of wanted. But that's the great part about the program.
Yeah, every year there are aspects that are the same, but there's a lot of aspects that change.
Yeah.
Your speakers, some of the speakers are the same, but a lot of them, for example, there's always your lightning round leadership Roswell every class. And that person changes every class every year. And so far, Rick has not recycled anybody.
Yeah.
They've all been new people.
All interesting and and it's all walks of life. Some of them are business leaders, some are political, some nonprofit world, some, are just people that show up at a lot of places and do a lot of things, and you're like, I can't label them, but they're everywhere.
Exactly. I highly recommend Leadership Roswell, and of course, Invaders, because I see what time it is. So Invaders game tomorrow. Pasta Cafe, June 17th. Keller Williams, June 24th. Come by the chamber if you have any questions.
Absolutely. And please come out, enjoy some baseball tonight, tomorrow night, and the rest of the summer here with the Invaders.
Yay!
Too. Well, thank you, Andrea. We'll let
Thanks
you go
for having
and handle business back at the office now, and we'll talk to you later.
All righty. Thank you.
Take care. It is 8:55. Let us pause local news and your SRM business update. Quick break as well. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. Heads up in Roswell. During the recent storms, the Roswell Municipal Landfill experienced some higher than normal road erosion that has seriously impacted the operations at the landfill. So, as a result, the city says the landfill will be closed until further notice. The landfill staff continues to work to try to address the road conditions so it can reopen as quickly as possible. Trash collection throughout the city will continue this week on the holiday schedule because of Memorial Day. Please note, however, the city says that due to the existing landfill conditions, which could be further impacted by more rain forecast, solid waste department collection services may occur slower than usual throughout the rest of the week in Roswell. The city is asking for your patience. If you need to check the status of the landfill, you can call 575-624-6746. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind later on today. Showers and thunderstorms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. The Supreme Court is leaving in place a $2 billion verdict in favor of women who claim they developed ovarian cancer from using Johnson & Johnson talc products. The justices did not comment Tuesday in rejecting Johnson & Johnson's appeal. The company argued that it was not treated fairly in facing one trial involving patients who came from 12 states. Zoom is still booming, raising prospects that the video conferencing service will be able to sustain its momentum, even as the easing pandemic lessens the need for virtual meetings. Some signs for optimism emerged in the company's latest quarterly earnings report released Tuesday. On Wall Street, the Dow gained 45 points to close at 34,575. The Nasdaq lost 12 to 13,736, and the S&P 500 dropped 2 points to 4,202. In Washington, I'm Bill Alexander with Business.
As the school year comes to an end and COVID restrictions start to ease, don't lose sight of the lessons learned. Cover your cough, positive personal hygiene, respect one another, show and tell others you love them. Fiscal and social responsibility are great ways to show your love. This is Damon Graham, your local New York Life agent. I can help you show your love to others. Call me at 575-623-0803 so we can determine how you best can show your love. Expect to be blessed.
PTS Office Systems wants to shout out and congratulate the class of 2021 for your hard work. With so many difficult circumstances to deal with, your hard work is recognized by PTS Office Systems. PTS Office Systems, a proud supporter of our communities.
So you think drinking alcohol can't hurt you? It'll mess you up big time. Say adios to large chunks of your brain. Major damage is already being done. Other parts of your body are getting wrecked too. Forget about sports, forget about school, forget about doing much of anything. Underage drinking freaks out your body, messes up your life.
Sponsored by the NMDOT.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The Procrastinators Club of America newsletter is called Last Month's Newsletter. Their first newsletter should be released any day now. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, closing in on 8:59. Stay tuned next hour, about 9:15 or so. Donna Oracion from Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, will join us on the phone. We'll get an update on what's happening out at Eastern from her. But the main thing we would like to let folks know about is on Thursday, tomorrow, June 3rd, The New Mexico Department of Health, along with Eastern, will be hosting a COVID-19 vaccination clinic between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. tomorrow out at Eastern, and register online for free vaccination. Vaccinations are available for adults and ages 12 through 17. So don't forget that too, kids 12 to 17. Log on to cvvaccine.nmhealth.org to sign up, or call 1-855-600-3453 and click option 3 between 8 and 5 any day of the week. All right, time for news. We'll be back.
Your new home for George Noory in Roswell is 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston in Washington. A ransomware attack on the world's largest meat processing company disrupted production around the globe just weeks after a similar incident shut down a U.S. oil pipeline. JBS says it has made significant progress in dealing with the cyber attack and expects the vast majority of its plants, including here in the U.S., to be operating today. Former U.S. Cybersecurity Director Chris Krebs told NBC's Today that the recent attacks show the need for a recovery plan.
It's clear that every company out there needs to absolutely improve their security posture, but most importantly, their business disruption processes.
Yes. Russian hackers are suspected, and the FBI is investigating. New York City is celebrating a milestone in the fight against COVID-19. Mayor Bill de Blasio says the city's virus positivity rate has declined to less than 1%.
You know the famous phrase, what have you done for me lately? Well, I'll tell you what vaccinations have done for us lately. We have the lowest positivity rate we've ever had since this crisis began.
The Senate's top Republican negotiator on infrastructure, Senator Shelley Moore Capito, will meet with President Biden in the Oval Office this afternoon. The White House says time is running out to strike a bipartisan deal. Veteran politician Isaac Herzog has been elected as Israel's president. An anonymous vote was held among the 120 members of the Knesset. Tragedy in Los Angeles, where an off-duty firefighter went to his station house and shot 2 co-workers, killing one. L.A. County Fire Chief Darrell Osby.
I stand here with a heavy heart, and today is truly a sad day and a tragic day for the Los Angeles County Fire Department.
Looking at Wall Street's numbers, the Dow is ahead by 79 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Over 10 years ago, we realized how important saving family memories was, and we wanted to help. Legacy Box started from that passion and has now helped over 850,000 families digitally preserve their film reels, VHS tapes, and photos. Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Adam. What started with the 2 of us in a garage is now over 200 trained professionals. Legacy Box is a safe and secure way to put all your favorite family memories on an easy-to-view digital format like a thumb drive, DVD, or the cloud.
We ship you a sturdy Legacy Box to fill with all your outdated media, safety barcodes to track your items throughout the process, and a prepaid mailing label. Legacy Box has been featured by Good Morning America and The Today Show. Not bad for 2 kids in a garage.
That's true, Nick. And here's the best part. We always wanted to make it affordable to preserve your entire collection. So we're offering 40% off.
Go to legacybox.com/LBOX to take advantage of this exclusive offer. That's legacybox.com/LBOX to save 40%. legacybox.com/LBOX.
The United States has formally ended the policy forcing asylum seekers to wait in Mexico.
The Biden administration formally ended the Trump-era migrant protection protocols Tuesday, doing away with the policy that forced asylum seekers to wait in Mexico for hearings in U.S. Immigration Court. The shift was announced by Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas in a 7-page memo. The policy had returned about 70,000 asylum seekers to Mexico from January 2019 until Biden's first day in office this year. Representative John Katko of New York, the top Republican on the House Homeland Security Committee, called the move a very serious mistake. Mike Gracia, Washington.
Democrats held on to an open seat in yesterday's special election in New Mexico. Melanie Stansbury was elected to Congress with the campaign closely tied to the Biden administration. News and analysis at townhall.com. I'm Greg Clugston. Zoom is still booming, raising prospects that the video conferencing service will be able to sustain its pandemic-fueled momentum.
Some signs for optimism emerged in the company's latest quarterly earnings report. Zoom's stock had slumped recently as the easing pandemic lessened the need for virtual meetings. However, the stock rose 3% in extended trading after the quarterly numbers came out. Both Zoom's revenue and profit for the February to April quarter surpassed analysts' projections. On the downside, Zoom added its lowest number of large business subscribers since before the start of the pandemic. Zoom still raised its revenue projection for the rest of the year. Jeremy House reporting.
Texas Republicans are pressing ahead with their push for election reform after Democratic lawmakers walked out of the State House chamber to block the measure. Republican Governor Greg Abbott plans to call a special legislative session. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man on this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. Music, I hear the talking of the DJ, the demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio, I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3. He's in the other room. He's doing Tanner job today. Our fearless video man, Tanner, has been out of pocket last couple days. I think he'll be back tomorrow. So Sean has been admirably filling in.
Tanner, please come back.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job.
I think I broke it. I'm trying to fix it, but it's popping up with your name and on his face. And
that's all right.
I'm scared and cold, and I just want a snack.
He just wants a push pop. Yeah, but then Sean, in all fairness, is also doing my show, running that, and his own show on our country station. So Tanner doesn't have to juggle that many balls at once. So Sean's kicking butt today. So big thank you to Sean. And want to invite you to stick around, because here's what we have on tap for this hour of the show. We're going to get you up to date with the weather here in just a few minutes. Then about 9:15 or so, joining us on the telephone will be Donna Oracion with Eastern New Mexico University Roswell. We'll be chit-chatting about what's going on out at Eastern. Plus, the big thing we want to let folks know about is tomorrow they're having a COVID-19 vaccination event with the New Mexico Department of Health. And that will be from 11 until 6 p.m. We'll tell you more, but right now you can register by phone by calling 855-1-855-600-3453. Select option 3. You can do that between 8 and 5 any day of the week. You can also log on to cvvaccine.nmhealth.org. cvvaccine, vaccine.nmhealth.org. You can go there, and no special event code or anything needed. But it'll be tomorrow at the PE Center at Eastern there, 52B University Boulevard. Parking lot located on the west side of the PE Center off of Martin Street there, for folks that don't know. But we'll talk more about that and other things happening with Donna over at Eastern in just a little bit. Also, you probably heard in the news and all that, but trash, it's on the holiday week anyway this week because of Memorial Day, but because of all those storms, apparently some road erosion occurred by that all the flooding and the water. It's impacted operations there. So the landfill is closed to the public until further notice. They're working to get their road and everything, but on top of this, it could impact our trash pickups as well at some point. Your days are normal. Like if it's holiday week, if your normal trash day this week was Tuesday, it'll be Wednesday, and then everything will be normal after today. But like trash times and things like that, pickup times might be delayed here. So I know for folks that are, are home or retired generally on those times, and they're like, oh, my trash guy always comes by at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. or 12 a.m., whenever they come by. That might be different because of all this and, because of all the roads. And it could, till further notice, this could impact on it. Apparently, I haven't been out there seen or heard what happened, but apparently it's severe enough where they're going to need some real work to get that stuff back to capacity there. So, but it might impact delays a little bit on your trash pickups and things like that. Just be aware. Let's see. It is 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind later on today. Showers and thunderstorms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 70 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 59%. Winds currently out of the west at 3 miles per hour. For today, kind of a lot like yesterday. Got a 30% chance at some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Some of those storms could be severe in nature. Mostly sunny otherwise with a high of 84 and northeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we're looking at a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Once again, some storms could be severe. Mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 59 degrees and northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms for the afternoon. Sound familiar? Mostly sunny, highs right around 85, north winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday night, a 20% chance of rain tomorrow, mainly before midnight. Partly cloudy with an overnight low of 61. South winds 5 to 10. Friday, we're looking at a 30% chance at afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, mostly sunny with a high of 88. Yeah, I think I just played yesterday's and just played each day, but it's pretty much the same through Friday. And then, of course, the afternoon showers, south winds 5 to 10. But they don't talk about rain after Friday. Friday night, partly cloudy, overnight low of 62. Saturday, sunny and 92. Sunday, mostly sunny and 93. Next week, 94 and sunny on Monday. So maybe we're done talking about rain for a little bit after Friday, but it's New Mexico. You know how that goes. You know what? One thing I forgot to mention while Andrew is here that I definitely want to put on people's radar. Artesia will be hosting the Tunnel to Towers 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit. It's going to be in Artesia June 11th through June 14th. And we want to invite folks to come and see this thing and everything. The Roswell Chamber is partnering up with the Artesia Chamber to help promote this event here in Roswell. And it's just it's really cool that this mobile museum has never been in New Mexico before. This is the first time it's been to New Mexico, and it'll be here in Artesia for a few days. Now, June 10th, beginning at 1 o'clock, the actual Tunnels to Tower mobile exhibit will be here in Roswell. And beginning at 1 o'clock on the 10th, they're going to do a full escort with it from Roswell to Artesia. Love people to come cheer on the side of the roads for that. And then June 11th, they'll have and I believe that day, once it's set up in Artesia, June 10th, it will be closed to the public, except for first responders and things like first responders. And I don't know all if it's first responders and active, or I don't know, but I believe first responders, they get, it's just for them on that day on the 10th. And then June 11th, 12th, and 13th, and 14th, it'll be open to the public there for folks to come and, check it out and see. I'm really excited to see it. I'll have to catch it like that early 11th because we actually leave out of town that week, that Monday. So I'll have to catch it that Saturday or so. But anyway, definitely pretty cool and definitely worth checking out. Basically, call the Roswell Chamber if you want some more. If you have any questions about it, they'd be happy to answer any information they have about it. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Matter of fact, we played an interview we had with a gentleman who's he was a fire chief during the time for one of the precincts there. He was actually out of town, but he's kind of one of the curators of the museum, and pretty interesting interview. Played that. You can go up on our 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM page and all that and check it out when you get a chance. All right, it is closing in on 9:15. Let's go ahead and take a commercial break, and then on the other side of the break, we'll get Donna Oracion on the phone, and we'll get an update from her, what's happening out at ENMUR, talk about their COVID-19 vaccination clinic tomorrow, and everything else happening out there. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Customizable office equipment is one stop away at PTS Office Systems. Of course, you and the business next door do different things, so you need different office equipment. PTS Office Systems has fully customizable office equipment in stock, waiting to be delivered to your business. Get fully customized office equipment to meet your office's specific needs. The day and age of one-size-fits-all office equipment is gone. Shop around at PTS Office Systems today at 2nd and Main in downtown Roswell.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Pico Propane and Fuels is pleased to join forces with Advanced Energy and Don Davis to serve the Roswell community. For over 25 years, Pico Propane and Fuels has been providing customers with high-quality products and reliable service. Discover the kind of service you deserve, from underground and above-ground tank installations to reliable deliveries of propane for your home or business. Pico Propane and Fuels wants to be your go-to partner. Running out of propane in the middle of a hot shower or while grilling outdoors would not be an ideal situation. Sign up for their free Keep Full program with tank monitoring and never worry about running out of propane again. They also offer convenient cylinder exchange and refills. Call Pico Propane and Fuels today, 575-622-7291 for all your propane needs. 575-622-7291 or visit them online, picopropane.com. Pico Propane and Fuels. We sell service.
When you're not feeling well, the last thing you want to worry about is how soon you can get in to see your healthcare provider, or even finding a provider if you don't have one. Well, now you can feel better knowing that the Loveless Healthcare Center in Roswell offers same-day or next-day appointments for when you're not feeling well, or for checkups, annual exams, or any chronic issues that need attention. To schedule an appointment or to find a new healthcare provider, call 625-3222 today.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, which is why they're called trailers. Mike thought they named them after the mobile home. Here's Mike Winters.
Because why would you? Good morning. It is 18 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us on the phone this morning from Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, Donna Oracion back with us. Good morning, Donna. How are you doing today?
Hi, Mike. How are you doing?
Doing good. I know you guys, of course, you had your graduations. Now you're kind of full tilt going towards getting ready for summer semester. And even though it's life's quieter, it's not, is it, at Eastern?
No, actually, our first day of in-person summer classes start today. So, we still have majority of our classes online, but we do have certain tech ed, and health programs that have their classes in person. So those actually started today for the summer session. So we'll
very
have
good.
a little activity on campus as well. So
But of course,
students are still appointments to come in and register, that sort of thing.
yeah, get it done, because the earlier you do this kind of stuff, the more options and the easier it is for you. I mean, they're going to help you even well after the semester started, but you're going to save yourself a lot of headache if you just do this stuff early.
Yeah, exactly.
It's such a better process and such a lot less hassle-free, because when you're trying to scurry and get everything done and meet deadlines, it gets tense. And then, especially if you're new to going back to school, you're already probably a little, not overwhelmed, but just you got a lot on your plate. Last thing you do is make it harder for yourself by doing it at the last minute. So
right,
do it
exactly.
easy. Yeah.
We're
sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said we'll be there for you when you're ready to register. Just give us a call or text or email or a lot of different ways to contact us.
Yep, staff will help you through every step of that process, from getting registered for the college to picking your classes to finding financial aid if you need assistance there. Which I don't care if you're going to school. I don't care if you're a billionaire. Apply for the financial aid. Get your as what do they call that thing? I forget the FAFSA. Yeah, that. Get that filled out and get it done. Get it done. Even if you just get a couple $100, that's a couple $100 you don't have to pay for. Go do it. It's great.
That's right. And we have a lot of scholarships. We always remember to remind people about scholarships. There's so much available and money that you don't have to pay back. You just make a little bit of effort filling out an application, writing a quick maybe paragraph about yourself, and there's lots of scholarship opportunities as well.
Absolutely. These are the opportunities you take advantage. When people are like, well, I don't know the money. There's lots of free money out there if you're just willing to do a little bit for it. And the college will help you navigate through all of that, because they want that money used just as much as you do. They want to see that, because if people start scholarships and someone's taking advantage of them, they're like, well, I guess that's not a worthy scholarship. No one's going to want it. Right. And so I'm not saying it's a use or lose mentality, but it kind of is. You gotta so apply for that. There's all kinds of free money that doesn't get claimed because people either don't know about it or just don't want to take the few minutes it takes to fill out an essay or something to apply for it. And I don't know. If someone said, "Hey, write a paper and I'll give you $500," I'm like, okay.
I'll do that.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But the main thing we want to get folks on their radar is tomorrow. The New Mexico Department of Health has partnered up with Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, along with the Army National Guard, and they're going to be hosting a COVID-19 vaccination event tomorrow, pretty much all day, 11 to 6, so all afternoon. And if you have not gotten your COVID-19 vaccination yet, you can get in, get signed, get up registered for free, obviously, and get that taken care of. So you're covered and all that. So if you want the COVID-19 vaccination and have not had an opportunity to get one yet, great opportunity tomorrow at the college.
Right. We're doing it from 11 to 6, as you mentioned. It's going to be in our gym, so in our PE center. So if you have not been out there, we'll have some signage to direct you. Be very quick in and out. And again, they will accept walk-ins, people that just walk in, but that might take a little bit longer. So just be prepared if you don't register in advance, get in all your information into the system. It just might take a little bit longer to get all your information in. So if you decide at the last minute, hey, I want to go and get my vaccine, you can do that. Just be prepared to wait maybe a little bit longer. Just take a little bit longer time to be there.
And to be honest,
plenty of assistance.
I would say if you do that move where you walk in and all that, your second one process will be quicker because they usually, at least my experience was, once you get that first shot, they schedule you for the second one. That way you're all set up and ready to go. So the day of, usually what they do is, if you haven't done it before, if you haven't gotten your first shot or know anything about it, basically the day of, you have to go in and fill in a questionnaire, and it's like 3 questions, like how you feeling today, and just to make sure you're not sick at the time you get the shot.
Yes.
So, but that's all you have to do for that second one. But what I want to get people is say, hey, get signed up. I was going to ask Donna, there's 2 different ways you can pre-register. Is one better than the other at this point, or does it matter?
No, if you go to the cvvaccine.nmhealth.org, just that website, and say, I want to register to get my vaccine. You fill in a few questions, and then you select the location in Roswell, and you'll see that the PE Center at ENME Roswell is one of the sites.
Okay.
So you'll select that one.
Okay.
And you'll be ready to go. There's no special event code or anything that you need. So it's very simple, and there will be vaccines available for adults and then also for ages 12 to 17. So we do have the vaccine for the younger students as well that really, want to get back to sports and normal social activities over the summer and then into the fall. So they'll be able to get their vaccine for that as well.
Excellent. The 12 to 17, that's kind of new. So in the last month or so here, adding that to 12 years old now. So if you have children that you've been waiting to get them vaccinated and now we're in that window, please, again, that website that Donna mentioned, it's cvvaccine.nmhealth.org, cv.vaccine.nmhealth.org. There's also an 855 number, 1-855-600-3453. You can call that number, click option 3 anytime between 8 and 5 p.m., and they will also help you if you don't like doing the internet or online stuff. That they can do it by the phone. Again, that's 1-855-600-3453. Click option 3. I believe is that the actual New Mexico Department of Health hotline? Or is that number? Okay.
That is that. And again, that's something that is really easy to do if you don't want to, as you mentioned, if you don't have internet access or don't have a computer, but you want to register in advance, that's a great number to call. And, we do have the flyer on our website as well, at roswell.enmu.edu. So if you just type in, even Department of Health, and you'll see the website come up, and then you hit the coronavirus updates, and then you'll get to that page. So there's a lot of ways we're trying to make it as, convenient as possible for people. And, they just, haven't had time, or they don't, want to wait through a drive-through or, make extra effort. We're trying to put everything in one place in our gym tomorrow from 11 to 6. As you mentioned, we're partnering with Army National Guard, so we'll have a team out there as well. In addition to some of our EMS students will be assisting, and some of our health faculty will be on site as well. So we'll have a lot of people to help and monitor. And, when you get your vaccine, there is just a waiting period afterwards that just kind of sit and wait for 15 minutes. So we'll have a seating area that just to make sure you're not having any adverse reaction. And then once you're finished with that time period, then you're free to go. And
it's very easy.
Simple as that.
Yeah, when I got mine, and I'm pretty sure it's kind of the same style how they do that. Yeah, like Donna said, you get that 15 minutes, and then I actually got texts and everything. So
I do too.
Yeah, they gave me the first time. They gave me a piece of paper with the time I got my shot, and you do your math. And I was looking, I was like, oh, it's 10 after now. I can get up and go. And just as I was getting up, I got a text saying, oh, your 15 minutes is up. You're free to go. So they actually have a text reminder to tell you you've been there, your 15 minutes, and everything else. So it's very easy. It's very simple. I think both times I got my shots, my first and second one, I think the whole experience lasted about 30 minutes, and 15 of that was waiting around for the shot. So I got in pretty quick,
Exactly. And I just did a drive-through at the Department of Health office, and as you said, it was very quick. I didn't even have to wait at all. And I did have to have a special event code for that because we were in education, so we were,
probably get yours a little earlier.
A little early, right? So, so for this, there's no special event code. It's open to everyone. As you mentioned, it's free. We'll have plenty of people to assist you. So, again, just trying to make it as convenient as possible with people that have been on the fence and not sure they want to do it. They want to talk to somebody, ask questions. They can come by and do that as well. Plenty of people that are professionals and know what they're doing. And after quite a few months of doing this, there's a good track record for this type of experience.
Absolutely.
So, something you can do for yourself and your family and for others and for our county to help get our vaccination rate up as well.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone's talking about getting that magic 60% and for the statewide and all that stuff. This helps get us there for folks that want to go that way. I did want to ask a question. Did they mention if it's like the Pfizer or the Moderna or, I know for me it doesn't matter, but some people, I want the Pfizer or I want the Moderna. Did they mention which one they're going to be offering?
Right. They will have both the Pfizer and the J&J as well.
Oh, okay. So you get the single shot too, if you'd rather have that.
Yes. You also have this, if you want just the single shot that doesn't require a booster or a second shot 21 or 28 days after, the J&J shot will be available as well.
Okay, cool.
So,
now,
and then of course the Pfizer is only approved for the 12 to 17 year olds. So if you're in that age group, you will be getting the Pfizer.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think if you have the children, though, they will get the Pfizer one because that's the one that the FDA has said green light for the younger folks on that one. So that's the one I had, and I did great with it. So
I did too. I had Pfizer as well, and I didn't have any problems. So.
Yeah, and I've had.
Everyone's different.
My boss got the Moderna, and he's just fine with his. So I pick. I don't. At the end of the day, whatever one's comfortable for you, but get one. I don't care which one it is. Do the one that you feel is best for you. So.
Right. So again, we're just wanting to trying to bring the shot to people a little closer, maybe on the south side of town, or if it's more convenient for you to go by the campus. If you're at the Air Center, if you're in any of the counties, Dexter, Hagerman, Lake Arthur, if you wanted to stay on the south side of Roswell and get your vaccine, it's a great opportunity to do it. Yeah. So 11 to 6 tomorrow in our gym.
And I know this may be a New Mexico Department of Health question, but maybe you can answer this. When they, in 3 to 4 weeks, depending on what shots they get and everything, if they have to get that second booster, will they go back to the college to do that, or will they be rescheduled at another event in 3 to 4 weeks?
That's a good question. We may do another one on our campus. It will just depend, I suppose, on the numbers that we get, and if they can accommodate doing it at Department of Health or at another location.
Okay.
It will depend. So we'll figure that out. And again, that is Department of Health's prerogative in their call. So
I kind of thought so, but I figured I'd ask just in case you heard something.
But we've talked about that as well. We just haven't made a firm plan yet. So if that's going to be, again, if we'll do another setup on our campus, or if they will schedule those shots at either Department of Health office, or you can go to one of the other locations, Sam's Club or Walmart or Walgreens, something like that. So,
yeah, they actually kind of scheduled all there, so you'll probably find out by the time before you get your first shot there on tomorrow. So because you'll get your card, you'll get when you get that first shot, you'll get your they do your thing there, but before they give you the shot, they'll give you your vaccination card with the dates and everything for your first shot, and then usually they schedule and get you ready for the second shot after that, and then next thing you know, you get texts saying, "Hey, don't forget, show up here in 3 weeks," and they really do a great job of reminding you of everything.
Yeah, you really don't have. I mean, you get so many reminders. I just was amazed at how efficient it was to us, so I wouldn't forget. So we're, and then with that vaccination card, of course, these days you can get free donuts and tickets to games, and who knows what other incentives you'll
have you got in on the have you got in on the state sweepstakes one yet?
No, I haven't.
My wife signed us up yesterday, so they're doing anybody that's got got a COVID shot, at least one shot in New Mexico. You can enter the sweepstakes, and I don't have the link handy, but you can win. The grand prize is like $5 million cash, and then they're going to give away a couple weekly ones of like $250,000. for everyone. All you got to do is get on the list and sign up, and you're in. And I was like, well, I've already got the shot. Might as well stick. I'll take $5 million from the state of New Mexico. They're going to give it to me.
Wow, that's I had not seen that. I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah, I'll have to do some digging. But I learned about it yesterday. And my wife's like, I signed us up. And then I went and started looking at the prizes and everything. It's like, I think there's more stuff too, like vacation trips and all kind of. It's literally like the McDonald's Monopoly thing, but for COVID vaccine. It's pretty crazy.
Well, I know some people are. Everyone's motivated by something different. So,
yeah. I wasn't motivated by that, but since I've already got it, I might as well go ahead and fill it out and say, hey, here's $250,000. All right, I'll take that. So
right. Well, again, if somebody's thinking, I don't really know if I want to get. I mean, that may be something the tipping point that puts them over the edge to
absolutely
to get. So
whatever it takes, I guess. Sure. I will. By the way, if I win the $5 million, I'll still do the morning show. But that's it.
Okay.
That's
you
it.
Won't be above all.
I won't make your commercials or anything anymore. I'll do 3 hours and go home. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, good. That's very.
This is my mental health. So this is kind of like therapy for me. So I'm going to do that for 3 hours, and then I'll go about my day, spending my millions of dollars.
Then you'll get on your yacht. And
yes. I'll take it down to Carlsbad and get in the lake there and do some yachting.
And Brantley, yeah.
Yeah, Brantley.
Might be the only yacht on Brantley Lake. So. Better than Lake Van. I don't know about Lake Van. So.
Yeah, they might be mad. While we got you here, is there anything else happening at the college we want to put on people's radar? Any events? I mean, obviously we're talking about now's the time to register for fall, and if you want to get in on the summer, you still got a little time to sign up for that as well here too. But hot and heavy for fall registration right now.
Right. We are actually, now that you mention it, we are doing a 3-day registration event coming up. It's called Beat the Heat. It will be 15 through 17. So coming up soon, from 10 to 6 each of those days in our Student Services Center. And so all the students who register during that event, they'll get a free snow cone and a $20 bookstore gift card.
Nice.
To take for whatever they would like to purchase in our bookstore. So again, it's just another way to register early, get registered for the fall semester. So that's June 15 through 17. 10 to 6 each day in our Student Services Center.
Excellent.
So that'll be a great, fun event as well.
Very good. But if you can't wait till then, call the college and talk to any of the counselors. They'd be happy to help you today. But if you want to do a massive thing.
Yeah, and you can always just apply anytime online on our website, roswell.enmu.edu. And if you get at least your application in, it makes the registration process, even if you want to wait to talk to somebody, it makes the registration process go a lot quicker. And once you've got that application in and you're in the system, get your student ID number, and it's just a real easy process.
Yeah, that way you can do the paperwork filling out part kind of in the comfort of your home in your underwear or whatever. And then when you have to get there in line, and you got all that part taken out, and you can do the fun part like picking classes and deciding what paths you want to choose and all that good stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that event is coming up. And then, of course, fall classes start August 16th. So still a few months away for that. But yeah, we've got summer session just started today. So, everything's looking up so far.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. And folks, don't forget, if you want a COVID-19 vaccination and you have not had one yet, I guess that would be very important. They don't give them to you later again. Not yet anyway. But anyway, you have an opportunity tomorrow out at the gym, the PE Center there at Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell, from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can pre-register by logging on to cvvaccine.nmhealth.org. Again, that's cvvaccine.nmhealth.org, or call the hotline 1-855-600-3453. Again, that's 1-855-600-3453. Click option 3, and you can do that anytime between 8 and 5 p.m. today. because the event's tomorrow. And if you do space out and all that, you can just walk on up during the day tomorrow, but plan to take a little extra time because you got to fill out some paperwork and stuff. But if you go through the website or the phone, you can get that done here today, and that way you pop in between 11 and 6 tomorrow. They'll probably give you an appointment time to come by, and then you come and get your shot. And children 12 through 17 can also get vaccinated at this event. So it's not just adults. It's also for the kids up to 12 till the tomb. You can go and get your vaccination tomorrow out at Eastern. But again, cvvaccine.nmhealth.org or call 1-855-600-3453. Click option 3 when you call the number.
Right. And if you are in that 12 to 17 age group, then there is a parental consent form as well that also needs to be completed, just to make sure that your parents are aware. If you bring your child along with you, then there is that parental consent form as well that needs to be filled out.
Excellent.
So, and it's just a quick form, but that's just another part of the process. But yes, we'll have plenty of staff on hand available to assist everyone. So we really would like a good turnout for this event. Yeah. So spread the word if you already have your vaccine and want friends and family to consider that. Let them know that we'll be out there tomorrow from 11 to 6.
Yeah, exactly. If you know people that have been wanting to get a shot and didn't know where to go or haven't had time or whatever reason, just put it on their radar. Say, hey, they're out at the college tomorrow. They're doing it, and they're knocking them out. Get in there, in and out pretty quick, and get your first shot down. And another pro tip: they're going to give you that vaccination card. Do not lose it. You're going to need it in a couple of weeks to fill out the other one and all that. And so if you lose it, they're going to give you another card, but you're going to be missing that first date, and then you got to go and get on the website, and you're saving yourself a bunch of headaches. So just get the card, save it, put it in a place you keep stuff, and then bring it back with you 3 or 4 weeks later to get your second shot. So, and then hold on to it for whatever they're going to make us do with it after that. So,
right, we're all going through this together. It's a group experience.
Exactly.
That we're doing, but doing what we can to stay protected and again help all of our businesses stay open and continue to be open.
Well, I mean, and that's the thing. I know people have their feelings strongly one way or another on the vaccine, and you're entitled to your feelings. I'm not going to try to change people's feelings, but I will say, if you want to get life back to normal, the state has said 60% is the number before they're going to do all that, and then it's going to be a couple weeks after that because incubations and da. So if we're wanting to enjoy summer the way we all want to and plan to, we as a state got to get to that 60%, and like it, not like it. That's the world we live in right now. So let's all that want to get it do our part and get those shots. So.
Right, and of course there will be another update as well on the red to green status. So we'll see where Travis County is. But we've been at 33%, and we need to get to 45 under the metrics. So, but we'll find out today if we're moving from green to turquoise. So we'll cross our fingers that we are.
Hope so, and hope certainly not the other direction. Yeah. And I think I heard last night, I think we're like 56% statewide right now.
Yes.
I think that's what I heard.
Good. Yeah, it's staying on track. So yeah.
So it's good. But if you want to get your shot, please come out, make an appointment, cvvaccine.nmhealth.org or call 855-600-3453 and get you on the schedule for tomorrow so you can get that process started and well on your way to getting vaccinated. Good deal.
Thank you.
Your time. Anytime, Don. Is there anything we missed, or did we get it all?
No, I think that's great. We have a flyer posted on our website, and again, we're just hoping for a good turnout tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question, Donna, real quick.
Uh-huh.
What is this sound? What does that sound like to you?
Mm-hmm. Somebody eating a crunchy apple.
Ah, very good. That's what it's supposed to sound like. It's actually a bottle of apple juice.
Oh.
Yeah, this is dumb radio stuff. But they found these little round bottles of apple juice online. And the whole gimmick, it's Martinelli's apple juice, just, regular apple juice. But the bottle's a little round bottle, but it's got this plastic, and it's designed when you bite on the bottle, it sounds like you're biting into an apple.
So why would you bite into the bottle?
I don't know, but it's I know it doesn't make sense, but when you see it and hear it, you're kind of like, I want to do it.
Does sound like.
But it does sound pretty good, right? It sounds like an apple to you? Okay, here it is. Hold on, I got to turn his.
Yours, I think you've like gimmicked yours to where it's just like perfect.
Is it? I think I've just found the sweet spots.
You have.
I found the sweet spots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what we've been doing for the last 4 days. Is that annoying our friends with that?
This is how DJs pass their time.
Yeah. So
that's how you pass your time. Okay, good.
All right. I should probably let you do real work now. So.
Well, that was interesting. That's something I did not know about. So
I think once you see it, you'll be like, it's pretty cool. You got to be there to really appreciate it, I think.
Okay. Next time I'll have to check that out.
All right, I'll show you next time you're in.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Donna. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time, okay?
Okay. Talk to you next time.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right, that was Donna Oracion from Eastern New Mexico University, Roswell. Big thank you to her. And definitely get on out there if you want to get vaccinated. That's tomorrow from 11 to 6 out at the PE Center, the gym out at the college. cvvaccine.nmhealth.org or call 1-855-600-3453. Option 3 is the number you want to get to there. So,
yeah, no, let's talk about that sweepstakes.
Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
I did not hear about this until just now.
Okay, let's do this. Let's pause for news, take a break. I'll go dig up the thing about the sweepstakes, and then we'll chit-chat all about that before we go. So let me pause for news and a quick break. We'll be back on the other side. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update. Heads up in Roswell. During the recent storms, the Roswell Municipal Landfill experienced some higher than normal road erosion that has seriously impacted the operations at the landfill. So, as a result, the city says the landfill will be closed until further notice. The landfill staff continues to work to try to address the road conditions so it can reopen as quickly as possible. Trash collection throughout the city will continue this week on the holiday schedule because of Memorial Day. Please note, however, the city says that due to the existing landfill conditions, which could be further impacted by more rain forecast, solid waste department collection services may occur slower than usual throughout the rest of the week in Roswell. The city is asking for your patience. If you need to check the status of the landfill, you can call 575-624-6746. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
And conservatism is what? What do we want? We want less government in our lives, limited government. We want the lowest taxes possible. We want to end the burdensome bureaucracy that is a stranglehold on business. We want secure borders. We want energy independence. We want those high-paying career jobs in the energy sector. We want constitutional justices. People want and deserve cities and towns that are safe and secure. We believe in law and we believe in order. We believe that if our public schools are failing our kids at a spectacular level, our kids deserve better. We want safe schools and we want good schools. It's pretty simple.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
Since 1964, Hustler Turf has been engineering and making the original zero-turn lawnmowers right here in the USA with U.S. and global parts. Professional landscapers and homeowners rely on Hustler's trademark smooth track steering, their durable welded steel decks, and their premium reinforced seats that provide a superior ride and ultra comfort. Once you drive a Hustler, you'll immediately feel the difference. And let me tell you something else. You'll actually look forward to mowing your grass. These top-of-the-line mowers allow you to mow faster and more efficiently. For professionals, that means more money in your pocket. For homeowners, that means spending more time with your family. If something should ever happen to your Hustler mower, or you simply need a replacement part like a new blade, Help is never far away with Hustler's gigantic network of over 1,000 dealers nationwide. Visit hustlerturf.com to find one near you. That's HUSTLER turf.com.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. More severe thunderstorms will be possible by this afternoon. Scattered showers and thunderstorms at our high around 85, partly cloudy skies. Some of those storms could have large hail and damaging wind later on today. Showers and thunderstorms possible this evening, and then cloudy overnight down to 60, and then mostly sunny tomorrow. Will be in the mid-80s, just a slight chance of an afternoon storm. That's your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Greg Clugston. JBS, the world's largest meat processing company, is getting its production back online after a cyber attack. On NBC's Today Show, former U.S. Cybersecurity Director Chris Krebs said every corporation, every business, and even local governments need to have a plan to recover from a hack.
You thought that you would be spared, that criminals wouldn't go after you. Guess what? They went after our gas and they went after our hot dogs. No one is out of bounds here.
JBS is the second largest producer of beef, pork, and chicken in the United States. China's chief economic envoy and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen held their first meeting by video today, but the two sides gave no indication when negotiations on ending their tariff war might resume. Former President Trump raised tariffs on imports from China over complaints about its industrial policy and trade surplus. With business, I'm Greg Clugston.
I have a snake for your drain. You might want to step back.
Oh no, baby.
All AC units moke a little. Is normal.
Oh no, baby.
Haha, now your sprinkler system's strong like bull.
Come on now. Don't let any fool work on your plumbing and air conditioning. Fergalicious. From clogged drains to sprinkler systems, Fergie's Plumbing and Heating is on the job. And who are you going to call for air filters and spring servicing on your AC unit? Fergalicious. Call Fergie's today, 622-2660. Nothing but love. Fergalicious.
Your Roswell Napa Auto Parts store wants to send out a big shout out and congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. Congratulations on achieving such a big accomplishment from your local Roswell Napa Auto Parts store, your home for everything this Father's Day. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests, and they offer answers and solutions when you need them most. Protect your home, your children, and your pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Let Bob Reed Pest Control and their fully licensed professionals start working for you and your family today. Call 623-5344, serving all of southeastern New Mexico. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 95% of people text things they could never say in person. Check your text messages. We just sent you something. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning, 9:52 here. Got a few minutes before we wrap up today's show. So right before the break there, I was mentioning with Donna when we were talking about the vaccine event at the college tomorrow. But yeah, the New Mexico Department of Health got this whole drawing deal, sweepstakes, where you can enter into the drawing, and then they've got like these weekly prizes of $250,000, and then one person's going to win $5 million.
4 people in each of the 4 regions of the state are going to win $250,000 every week.
Yeah,
in these drawings. And then in the final drawing of those people that won the $250,000, you'll be entered into a final drawing statewide for $5 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to register. You could find out. I found out for myself. No, there's a website called Vax to the Max.
But they've got like prizes too, like trips
they're also
and all
giving
kinds
away,
of stuff.
looks like staycations to area vacation sites here in New Mexico.
Okay.
Up to, I think, 4 nights in some cases.
One is for Sean's house.
Yeah, it is, which is great because it's a trailer, and it's during a rainstorm.
They call it B&B.
It's bed and boot to the keister to get out of there. And then also, weirdly, they're also...
Bed and bowels. It's not no breakfast.
I would recommend it. I have to use a bowl to flush my toilet. That's a whole other story. But they're also giving away fishing licenses, hunting licenses, as well as day passes to state parks and museums and cultural centers here in the state.
What's the hunting license for?
Well, got my shot, and
Politicians.
I've never gone buck hunting before, but I already got this vaccine. I figured, why not? You're just going to see a rash of, like, dudes named Jim just, like, hitting the mountains.
I wonder, like, what kind of numbers? Did they think this is going to boost the numbers?
I would assume,
I'm wondering.
Dude, I've got to assume that everybody that heard about this just now went looking.
I don't think it's going to sway people that don't want the vaccine.
No, people who are vaccinated already are like,
yeah, that's
how am I going to get me mine?
That's how I'm looking at it. It's like, I'm already vaccinated. Might as well get on the drawing for $580.
I'm pretty sure that the people that I'm thinking of currently who are very anti the vaccine, not anti-vax, but anti the vaccine.
Yeah.
Have made up their minds.
Yeah, I'm sure you're
and they've
right.
even posted memes as such saying something to the effect of, I'm not going to.
I feel like this is geared to young people. Like people, I say our age, people in their 40s and up, probably, they're not going to be as drawn to this.
I'm not looking
as
at
someone in their 20s would be down. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a ploy to get the young folks vaccinated.
The young people.
Yeah.
It is. And I'm not looking at it like if I'm going to win something or like putting eggs in basket, but hey, if I win a cabin trip or whatever.
I'm counting on that $5 million so I can, live my dream.
Live your dream of just working 3 hours a day?
Yes.
Mike, we need your voice, but nope. I'm out.
Sorry. I got 3 hours. I'm out.
Meet me on my yacht if you want to talk.
My yacht and Lake Van.
Yeah. Your $250,000 yacht.
It's sitting in Lake Van.
It's basically just a schooner.
It just sits there. I don't know how to boat, so I just sit in it.
Pond van out there.
That's right. You know what? That's not a bad life, man.
Not at all.
It's kind of hard to get sudden knocks on the door when your house is in the middle of the lake. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like it.
I've got 8 seconds.
All right. 4, 3, 2.
It's going to go off. Yeah, I had to set a timer because I have to go do the other station.
Ooh, a timer, like an egg timer. All right, there's your timer. You got to go.
All right.
We lost Sean. Sean is lost. Hey, a couple things before we wrap up today's show. Of course, with kids about being out in school, summer lunch program is going to be firing up here for folks in Roswell that want to get their children involved with the summer lunch program. They're going to be doing grab and go at 3 different locations here in Roswell beginning June 10th. They're going to have grab and go sites set up at Roswell High School, Goddard High School, and at Berendo Elementary School. So from 8 to noon, June 10th through June 23rd, Monday through Friday, you can go to those 3 locations and pick up. And it's breakfast and lunch. They do it all in 2 meals there kind of deal. So that will be how you do that. Now, for folks outside of Roswell, they've got the summer lunch program, Dexter Schools and Midway. They've got different locations. So Dexter High School, they're doing grab and go lunches between 10 a.m. and 11. That's at 100 North Lincoln, breakfast lunch combo. At Midway Assembly of God Church, they'll be doing it from 11 to 12. That's at 63 Yakima Road in Midway. That's breakfast and lunch as well. And then at the Midway Volunteer Fire Department from noon until 1 p.m., they're at 6477 Templeton Road. Again, they're doing a breakfast and lunch combo there as well. So definitely want to, for families and things. Of course, if you go call the school districts, they'll be happy to tell you all this stuff too, or go to the district website. They'll probably have more information for you and all that too. So be listening for that information on that too. Also, don't forget, Invader fans, of course, opening night for the Roswell Invaders tonight out at Joe Bauman Stadium. But this summer, they've got events for the families. They got 2 events in June and 2 in July for their Read with Invaders events and their Invaders Youth Baseball camps. The Read with the Invader events are new to this year. Bring a book to read to an invader or have an invader read a book to them. Plus, they'll have a wiffle ball game and a hot dog lunch afterwards. Cost is $20 for each person. It's 10 a.m. until noon is the Read with the Invaders events, and it'll be Thursday, June 10th, Wednesday, June 16th, and then in July, Friday, July 9th, and Thursday, July 22nd. Also, the Roswell Invaders Youth Baseball Camp will be happening. They got 4 dates throughout the summer. This is for ages 6 to 17. Admission is $35, and part of that admission gets you a camp T-shirt. They ask that the players come dressed in their baseball uniforms and bring their bat and glove. It'll be 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. on Monday, June 14th, then again on Monday, June 21st, and then finally in July, Thursday, July 8th, and Monday, July 19th. To learn more information about these events, go to RoswellInvaders.com. There you can see the entire baseball the schedule. You can plan what nights you want to go out to the ball games. Also, information about these events. You can pay at the events, no problem there, but you can sign up through the event or through the website. Also, if you're looking for your Roswell Invaders swag, your jerseys and shirts and what have you, definitely want to swing by that website and pick them up there as well. Again, that's RoswellInvaders.com. RoswellInvaders.com. All right, we're about done. And we're going to wrap up today's show. If you missed any part of our show, we had Andrew Moore with the Roswell Chamber of Commerce join us in the 8 o'clock hour to, those are tiquetas. I got to pay her $4, which I don't have on me because I never have cash. But anyway, we had Andrew Moore join us, and then we had Donna Racion. Go to RoswellTalkFM.com. All right, we got to go. You're listening to 106.5 Roswell